Hey, what's up, guys? I need you guys to help me out. Can you hear me okay? I'm using this.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There it is. I guess you can hear me all right because I can hear myself on my phone. I'm trying this wireless mic out because people were complaining that when I used my regular microphone that they couldn't hear me very well and I had to yell the whole game. So I'm trying this out instead. That way I don't have to be standing right up on the mic and I can move around. There's an echo. It's about 5% louder. That's it. I can turn it up. Hold on. I'm trying to do something here. Where is it? Cancel that. No echo. Good. Let me go here. I'm trying something else different tonight. I'm gonna turn on the subscriber only mode. That way we don't get all those bots that come in constantly. If I can figure out what I'm doing here. Which I probably can't. Let's try customization here. I think I found it. Who can send messages? Only subscribers. It says it's on. Oh, I guess it's already on then. Right now I'm watching the end of this Ole Miss game and the Mississippi State and Tennessee game, but I'm going to turn on the Ohio State and Penn State game as soon as that comes on in about 10 or 15 minutes. And then once this Ole Miss game is over, I'll switch it over to the Alabama-Georgia game. What's up, Christian? Went to the Wake and Tech Forest game. Wake got absolutely screwed. Yeah, I'm doing good on my bets today. Also against the against Carl the Coin. I had UVA +7 last night. Obviously, I won that. They won the game. I got Ole Miss -2.5. So I needed to win by at least 2.5. And then I got Mississippi State +7.5. So we'll see. Yeah, a lot of upsets today. Syracuse got smoked by Duke. I called that one too. I mean, without Angeli, that's not the same team. They can't even score without him. What are my thoughts on the Ohio State versus Washington game? I wasn't very surprised about it. I mean, Ohio State did a good job of Washington's got a good offense, but I didn't think that Washington's defense would be able to handle Ohio State. And that's pretty much what happened. Clemson better beat North Carolina or Dabo might need extra security. Yeah. I don't think they'll have a problem with North Carolina. They shouldn't. I mean, North Carolina's offense is terrible. But so is Clemson's. So, I don't know. But I think they'll be able to beat North Carolina. Washington has a stud quarterback and still couldn't score in the red zone. Yeah, I mean, Ohio State's got an elite defense. What's up, Britt? Penn State versus Oregon. Did I say something else? That's what I meant. I've got Oregon +3.5 in that game. I need to see James Franklin win a big game before I can count on them. And plus, I think Oregon's offense is better. That should be a good game, though. I wonder how Old Piss isn't winning more than they are. You mean by more points than they are? Yeah. I mean, LSU's got a good defense. Their offense is struggling, though. I mean, I think Ole Miss is a top 10 team. Who do I have in the Alabama and Georgia game? I'm inclined to pick Georgia, but because they're at home. I didn't bet on the game because they've lost the last two times they played to them. played Alabama. For some reason, Alabama just has their number. But if I had, a gun to my head, if I had to pick, I'd take Georgia to win the game outright. I'm the same way, Mario. I just don't have any faith. Also, Penn State can run the ball, but if the game gets in a situation where Drew Allar has to pass the ball to get back in the game, I don't have any faith in him to do that. If I had to put my life savings on Georgia-Bama game, I would put it on Alabama, and I pray to God Georgia wins. That's what Austin says. The Georgia game might be in a weather delay. Yeah, it's raining here, too, right now. It's looking like we're going to get a direct hit here in Charleston, where I'm at, with this tropical storm on Monday. Yeah, this game's not over yet. It's a 5-point game. Looks like LSU's going to get the ball back. So they'll have about 1 minute and 47 seconds to score a touchdown. If they score a touchdown, they'll win. Field goal is not going to do them any good. Vols fan Jeff Lebby is underrated for how he has fixed Mississippi State. They're worrying the hell out of me today. They've got a great offense, Mississippi State does. Tie game right now in Starkville, 27-27 with 9 minutes left. Here we go. Ole Miss is going to go for it on 4th and 3 to try to end the game from the LSU 35-yard line. If they get this, it's over. LSU doesn't have any timeouts. And they do. Inside the 20, he's just going to drop down at the 15-yard line. Game over. Rebels win. I called that one. LSU's been playing with fire. That was a gutsy call. He was wide open, too. Nobody even covered that guy. I think they were anticipating the quarterback run there, and he didn't do it. It was a hell of a call by Lane Kiffin. Who will Brian Kelly blame? Somebody. That's all right. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind probably anyway, and then there's a YouTube delay on top of that, so I don't really care. A lot of people that stream get mad if you spoil it in the comments. If there's something I don't want spoiled, then I just won't look at the comments. I deal with that every week when I stream Clemson. If I know something's about to happen or something might be about to happen, I just won't look at the comments until the play's over. He'll yell at the reporters and tell them how the offense is actually really good. Yeah, their offense is not good. And Garrett Nussmeier is struggling big time this year. He was right on top of the Heisman list along with Cade Klubnik and what's his face? Arch Manning. I don't know who Texas plays next. That's a good question. Brian Kelly's going to blame the Mississippi Cowbells. He couldn't hear them in Oxford. Florida. There you go. That's who they play next week. That game's in LSU, isn't it, G-Man? You won't have any problem beating Florida. Top 4 or 5 preseason quarterback Heisman favorites are bad this year. Yeah. Let's go. Mississippi State just scored. It's about to be 34-27 now after the extra point. And I've got a 7.5-point cushion. So I'm looking really good there. I was this close to taking Mississippi State on the money line, but I just wasn't brave enough to do it. I'm talking about Florida and LSU. Antonio, thank you for supporting the channel, man. As a Nole, I appreciate the content. Salute. Yeah, thank you, man. Tough loss for you guys last. That might be the best game of the year so far. I called that, though, not because I don't think Florida State's not better than Virginia because I think that they are. And they did get screwed a little bit at the end with the referees there. But Friday night games on the road are always tough. You're looking ahead next week to Miami. And on top of that, Virginia's got a legit offense. So I'm not surprised that Virginia kept it close and it eventually won the game. It could have gone either way, though. But cheers to everybody. Happy Saturday. I think we're going to have some good games tonight. I'd be surprised if any of these games tonight are blowouts. Well, at least the Penn State and Oregon one probably won't be a blowout. And I doubt Alabama and Georgia will be a blowout. But some of the other games that are on, you got South Carolina and Kentucky. That's an interesting one. Who do y'all got in that one? Yeah, I agree. I think Florida State could go from a top 10 team to unranked within 2 weeks because they're going to have a hard time with Miami. Think Kentucky could pull it off? Yeah, South Carolina's got problems. I mean, Lenora Sellers is going to have to play like an absolute hero to win that game. Yeah, cheers. The game is in Columbia, so I guess there's a little bit of home field advantage there for South Carolina. But I don't know, man. They remind me a lot of Clemson right now. South Carolina does. They got major offensive line problems. It's a miracle. Every time Lenora Sellers gets out of a game without being seriously injured, it's a miracle. How's the Pay Pete movement going with the bets? I'm doing good so far. I won the bet last night. I'm probably going to win this Ole Miss bet. Yeah, I just won that Ole Miss bet, so that's 2 for 2. And if Mississippi State covers the plus 7.5, I'll be 3 for 3. Oh, and I live bet the Georgia Tech game at halftime today, and I won that one too. So I'll be 4 for 4. I don't have any bets on. Let's do this. Since I'm 4 for 4 and I'm up, look, to make this more interesting. Oh, I've got Oregon plus 3.5 tonight too. I already made that bet. Y'all help me with a Georgia pick. Let me pull it up. We'll do a chat pick here. Oh no, I don't know if I. Oh, here it's still on here. So right now, this line's moved. Right now, it's Georgia minus 2.5, Alabama plus 2.5, or over under 54. Who should I pick? I'm just gonna do like $25, only because I'm up. It'll give me a reason to root for one team or the other because I don't care who wins. Alabama. Tom says Georgia. Yeah, South Carolina's offensive line might be worse than Clemson's, and that's saying a lot. I'd stay away from the Georgia-Alabama game. Well, I was going to, but since I'm 4 for 4 on the weekend so far, I can afford to do a stupid bet. You say the over? All right, I like that. That way I don't have to, because I don't care who wins the game. All right, I'll do the over. Let's do the over. I like that. I like that bet anyway. Over 54. Now here's what I can do. I can buy it down to 53 or 53.5, or I can just leave it at 54. I'll just leave it at 54. All right, let's do $25. It's actually going to probably be more like $27 to win 25. We'll see here in a second. $27.50 to win 25. Over 54. Bang. Confirmed. There we go. Now I'm just rooting for points. I like it. The only bad bet I made this week was betting on the United States to win the Ryder Cup. I don't know why I did that. I was trying to be a true patriot. You see? Look, there's no way I'm betting on Europe for anything. But, yeah, I'm going to lose that. I'm going to lose that bet. Athens is lit. Well, what's the situation with? Somebody said there might be a weather delay there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn. I think the Oregon and Penn State game starts before the Georgia game does. Yeah, it does. It's already started, I think. All right, so I'll turn that one on for now, and then once the Georgia game starts, I'll put that on the other TV over here. College football chaos, I love it. The national championship race is wide open, in my opinion. Yeah, not only is the national championship race wide open, every single conference is still wide open. There's not a single conference that's got stuff locked down yet. I mean, you could say in the ACC it looks like Miami and everybody else, but they got a rivalry game coming up next week and anything can happen. I mean, we saw Florida State lose to Virginia, but that doesn't mean that something weird can't happen next week. Virginia has 0 ACC losses right now because the NC State game they played was not a conference game. It was one of those weird conference games that doesn't count against your conference record. So Virginia's undefeated in the conference. Georgia Tech's undefeated in the conference. What happened with Louisville today? Did they win? I can't remember. Okay, so Louisville's undefeated in the conference still. And who's the last one? Miami. There's 5 undefeated teams in the ACC right now. The Big 12 is a complete hodgepodge of who's going to win it. I mean, I have no idea. You got Arizona State, you got TCU, you got Baylor, Iowa State. So that's a tough conference to figure out as well. And the SEC is tough to figure out right now too. So yeah, I mean, we're 30%. Well, after today, we'll be more than 30% of the way through the regular season, and none of these conferences have a clear winner yet. Looks like no delays. Good. Every week we've been having delays. Kansas State upset Central Florida. Wow. That was weird that they were favored in that game because Central Florida was undefeated going into that game. What's up, Wahoo Brad? I was thinking about you last night. Brad is in the stand. Are you talking about Big Dog Brett? He's at the game? Is the game playing right now? Which one? Mississippi State and Tennessee still on. There's still 7 minutes left there. It's 34-27 Mississippi State. And the Oregon and Penn State game's about to come on right now. No, the Georgia game doesn't start for another 10 minutes or so. What's up, Terrence? I wasn't shocked. A lot of people were calling upset alert for Ohio State at Washington. I never understood that. What's up, Norwegian? Have no fear, the Norwegian is here. Are you in Norway? Or are you just Norwegian? Man, Tennessee's about to lose this game, I think. 3rd down. Tennessee's about to lose back-to-back. Or 2 out of 3. They might have had a bye week last week. I can't remember. They lost to Georgia, though, a couple weeks ago. 3rd down and 10, Tennessee. From the 48. Aguilar throws it, and he's going to be tackled about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 4th down and 4. 5.5 minutes left. I think they're going to go for it here. Yeah, there'll be a lot of your season over people on here. What's up, Lisa? It's going to be interesting to see who Ohio State plays in the Big Ten Championship because we're going back this year for the first time since 2020. If I had to guess, let's just pretend that you're right and Ohio State does go back to the championship game, it's going to be against the winner of tonight's game, I think. Probably. Either Oregon or Penn State. Southern Cal's out. I mean, I don't think Southern Cal's very good anyway. They lost today. Arimita. Why did Illinois rush the field today? I don't know. I mean, Illinois is not used to winning a lot. Same reason that Virginia rushed the field last night, I guess. Did they convert the first down? They did. I missed that. Anyway, shit, second down now. Second down and 9. 4 minutes left and counting. Down by 7 on the road at Mississippi State. So they need to get a touchdown here. Field goal's not going to do you much good. I mean, they do have 3 timeouts, but Aguilar's under pressure, throws it, caught inside the 20 at the 18-yard line by Matthews. First down, Tennessee. We've been seeing a lot of overtime games this week. We saw it last night. The Georgia Tech game went to overtime today. We might get another overtime game here in Mississippi State if they can score here. Of course, there'll still be plenty of time for Mississippi State to go down and kick a field goal to win it if they do score too fast. Second down and 4, Tennessee. Is Indiana going to be a threat to win the Big Ten? Yeah, I guess so. Sam Pittman will be fired, yeah. Yeah, probably by Monday or Tuesday, I would say they'll fire him. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I'm surprised he hadn't been fired yet, actually. Second down and 4, and they're going to run it for about 3. Third and short coming up. Under 3 minutes left. Yeah, well, Southern Cal's defense is always bad. But it was funny in the offseason. Do you remember how Lincoln Riley was talking about how this is a different defense? You know, we're actually going to be. He was talking the defense up big time in the offseason, and it turns out they're just as bad as they always are. Flag. That's going to be on Tennessee. That's going to back them up. 3rd and 6. This is obviously 4-down territory, though, so they don't need to get the first down necessarily on this play. Field goal does you no good. Come on, Bulldogs. Pay Pete. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Aguilar flushed out of the pocket, throws it on the run, caught, but he's going to be, he pushes his way through. He gets the first. That's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. And that'll be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. So it's going to be 1st and goal, Tennessee, with 2 minutes left after this timeout. Christian says, come on, Vols, let's pull this off. This has been an exciting, I've watched this entire game. This has been a great game. I knew it would be. Yeah, it does look like overtime in the making. I don't know. I mean, if you're Mississippi State, you almost want to just let them score. So you got time to go down and try to kick a game-winning field goal, you know? I mean, they're probably going to score anyway. I mean, you hate to let somebody score, but you may as well. This Penn State game is apparently never starting because they won't shut the F up. Yeah, it's just been commercial after commercial after commercial. It's been 10 minutes of commercials on that channel. I was thinking this game would be on Fox, Big Ten game, but it's on ABC instead. What year was Mississippi State #1? It was back in the early 2000 teens. It was either 13 or 14, maybe. I can't remember that far back. Something like that. The first year of the playoffs was 14. So it had to have been 14. Yeah, Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen had Mississippi State #1 with Dak Prescott in November. Yeah, that's right. They weren't #1 for long. It was like 1 week. But yeah. Yeah, the overtime in college football is way better than the NFL. I agree with that. Yeah, I don't like the. There's a lot of. I think a lot of the rules in college are better than the NFL. I think the 1 foot down inbounds rule is better than the 2 foot down rule in the NFL. I think the kickoffs are obviously way better in college than they are in the NFL. Then when they started doing that weird shit with the kickoffs in the NFL, it ruined the kickoffs pretty much. What's my favorite NFL team? The Panthers, unfortunately. See? I don't know if you can see that. Carolina Panthers sign right there. But Carolina did win last week. They beat the shit out of Atlanta 30-0. That was shocking. That's how bad Atlanta is. Imagine losing to the Panthers 30-0. Holy shit. The roughing the passer stuff in college is irritating. Yeah, the targeting thing's a little bit irritating. You're right about the roughing the passer too. You can't even look at the quarterback without getting a roughing the passer call. I understand the targeting, the meaning behind it, but it's not consistent. Anytime there's a targeting call, there's 50% of the people say that's definitely targeting, and 50% of the people say it's definitely not. Like, nobody can come to an agreement on that. 1st and goal from the 6, and Aguilar runs it in for a touchdown. So Tennessee's 1 extra point away here from tying it up. And if they do make it, there's 1 minute and 55 seconds left for Mississippi State's offense to see if they can get a game-winning field goal. You can thank Tom Brady for roughing the passer. The tuck rule. Yeah. Yeah, the refs need to be full-time. Most of those guys have regular jobs during the week, and then they're coaching or reffing on Saturday. That is a huge problem. And there's definitely enough money to go around in college football to pay them a living wage where they're not having to work a regular job during the week. I think the NFL refs are full-time, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't think there's any rule against you having a 9 to 5 in the off season, but even if you want to have a 9 to 5 in the off season or whatever, there still should be mandatory amount of hours of training all the way throughout 12 months a year to maintain your certificate or whatever they want to call it. All right, so the game is tied. And here we go in Penn State, the whiteout, packed crowd in Happy Valley. You got Penn State with the... Why didn't Penn State wear all white uniforms in the whiteout? That's weird. I mean, they call it the whiteout for a reason. They got the blue jerseys on with the white pants. They should be in all white. Huh. Pete, do you have the Mrs. Pete That's Bullshit sound clip? Yeah, right here. Oops.
That is bullshit! That is bullshit!
I heard that 1,000 times. It's funny every time I hear it. Can James Franklin finally win a big game? I guess we're going to find out. I really like Oregon's offense, though. That's going to be the matchup of the night because Penn State's defense is legit. It's going to be the Oregon offense against Penn State defense. Can James Franklin? Oh, yeah, I just read that one. Is the Georgia game coming on after the Mississippi State game? It should be coming on here in a minute. I'll change it over to that one in a second. I don't think the Georgia game kicks off probably till about 7:55 or 8. Usually the TV broadcast starts about at least 10 minutes before kickoff. So, oh, it's on now? Shit. All right, I'm just going to watch the very tail end of this Mississippi State game, and then I'll flip it over to Georgia and Alabama. I got to see who wins this one because I got money on it. If it goes to overtime, I'll just switch it over and just watch the score on the ticker or whatever. And they do throw it complete. 1 minute and 48 seconds left. If Penn State wins, it's in spite of Drew Allar not because of him. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Penn State's going to have to run the ball well. Penn State's going to have to run the ball for over 200 yards to win this game. That's my guess. Has Clemson ever played Coastal Carolina? I'm sure they probably have. If they have, it's been a long time. I can't remember what year it was. I would think that they have played pretty much every team in the state of South Carolina at some point. 3rd down and 8. From the 27. 1 minute 44 left. Throws incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Looks like this game's probably going to go to overtime. I don't know. They're not careful. Oh, it's 4th down and 8. They're going to have to give the ball back to Tennessee. They went 3 and out. That's not good. They need a good punt here. Otherwise, Tennessee might have a chance to have a walk-off field goal. Although Tennessee's kicker's not very good. I asked ChatGPT, does Pigskin Pete have a gambling problem? Would you like to hear what it said? Yeah. I would. It probably said yeah. It's not a problem if you win, though. All right, so they got the ball at the 27 with 1 minute and 23 left. Hell, that entire drive only took 30 seconds off the clock. 3 and out for Bozo, scripted plays. Damn, Georgia went 3 and out. I'm about to switch it over there in a second. Honestly, I'll win this bet no matter what, I think, because I got 7.5 points. I mean, even if Tennessee went down and scored, I'd still win my bet. I'm just curious to see who does win. That's all. From the 26, and they're going to run it. They're going to keep it on the ground here. So I think Tennessee's looking to go to overtime here. The last thing they want to do is throw a pick 6 or something, or even just a pick in this area of the field, and then Mississippi State can kick a field goal and win it. So they're going to keep it on the ground. Gunner nearly threw the pick. Georgia's linebacker dropped it. All right, 2nd and 7, inside of a minute now. Clock is ticking. Aguilar back to pass. He is going to throw it. He's got all day. Oh, man, right over in the middle, all the way up to the 42. They've got timeouts. And I think they're going to use one here. Maybe not. No, they're not going to use it. They're going to run a play here. Aguilar back to pass again. God, he's got all day. They can't even, look at this. He rolls out to his left, puts his shoulder down, takes a shot, but he gets to the 50-yard line. 22 seconds left. And they are going to call a timeout now, I think. That'd be dumb if they didn't. Yeah, they did. Timeout. I think Penn State could win, but you can't just trust James Franklin. Yeah, I can't trust him either. I don't trust him, actually. Right now, Oregon has the ball. Dante Moore, one of the hottest quarterbacks in the country, at the 31. Moore with an empty back set, throws it to the sideline, caught a yard short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. What's up, Justin? Unless Pete himself has openly admitted to having a gambling problem, it would be unfair to speculate. Oh, man, look at that. ChatGPT's being, like, really political there. 2nd down and 1. 24 seconds left. Aguilar in the pocket, throws it deep. He's got a guy. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete. 18 seconds left. There's still enough time to run another play here and get a first down. If they get a first down, all they need is about 15 yards maybe. Really, they like to get 20 yards to be a more comfortable field goal kick. But 15 yards would put them in field goal range. They're on the 49-yard line. Third down and 1. And they're going to run it. And he gets the first down up to the 44. A relaxing, yes. Yeah, this is the most relaxing weekend of college football I've had so far because Clemson's not playing. So. And he's going to throw it away with 4 seconds left on the clock. I guess they're going to try a long field goal here. A 60-yarder or so. They're going to try a 60-yard field goal or so. Boys, all the crap that Tennessee's kickers got this year. He missed that one against Georgia. He missed one today, I think. Oh, they're not going to try to kick it. Too far. Not going to even try. So they're going to run a play here. I guess they're going to try to get a touchdown here. And Mississippi State calls a timeout. The teddy bear just dropped a catch. Oh, speaking of the teddy bear, look. I did my sleeper picks. I did 4 picks. I got 3 of them right so far. So let me pull this up. I need teddy bear to get, I need the teddy bear to get 62 yards, over 62 yards receiving. If the teddy bear gets over 62 yards receiving, I win $187 on $25 on Sleeper. Shout out to Sleeper. They sponsored the Lunch Money Show with me and Uncle Lou on Monday nights. All right. It's a great day to be above. Every day is a great day to be above ground. Second down and 10. This would be most likely a pass into the end zone or close to the end zone. And he's got all day. He's looking. There's a flag down, and he just heaves it in the end zone. And it's going to be, it should have been intercepted, but he dropped it. I don't know what the flag is. Damn, he dropped a 50-yard bomb. You would have had the most of them in that one play. Of course. All right, so this game's going to go to overtime. I'm going to switch this. I don't care about this game anymore. I'm getting bored with it. Let's put the Georgia game on. And Alabama. Which is on, what channel is it on? ABC, all right. There we go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Bama from the 48. Simpson rolls out to his right, being chased down, throws it on the run. Oh, it should have been intercepted right out of the hands of the defender. That should have been a pick, and he should have. That might have been a pick six, honestly. The only person between him and the end zone was Ty Simpson. Look at this. There's nobody over there. If he catches that, that's a pick six. Dropped it. Does BYU blow out Colorado? Probably, yeah. Is that game come on at like 10:30 tonight or something? 2nd down and 10. And Bama's going to run it. Break some tackles all the way up to the 46. 3rd down and 5 or 6 coming up. Thank you, Martin, for supporting the channel, buddy. I appreciate you. Pete, will you support my Canes to Diddy, Florida State? I just want to see a good game. But I do hate Florida State more than I hate Miami, so probably. I'll probably be rooting for Miami in that one, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Florida State's my most hated team in the ACC. Well, them and NC State. So, yeah. Go Canes. Watching Florida State lose is always fun for me. Oh, big play. Was that Williams? No, it wasn't Williams. 1st down, Alabama, though. Did you see the missed offsides call in the Georgia Tech game? Yeah, I did. Yeah, if Wake Forest got screwed there on that call big time. All right, Alabama's driving. I don't know who won the Tennessee game. It's in overtime right now. I switched the TV over. How is Dave Doran still with North Carolina? I don't know. Because they don't care about winning at NC State. That's the only explanation I can give you. The real question is, how in the hell did Virginia lose to them? NC State's terrible. All right, back in Penn State, it's 2nd down, Nittany Lions. Score still 0-0. Not great field position inside their own 20. Looks like you got some confusion going on here on the offensive line. Direct snap to the running back. I think that was the running back. It's not Drew Alar, I know that. I hate not having names on the back of the jerseys. I don't like that at all. It's 2025, guys. What are we doing?
Big 25.
Yeah, you tell them. Repeat said so, too. It's going to be, what is this, 3rd down now. 3rd down and 5 for Penn State. What is that he has? What the hell? What does Drew Alar have around his neck? A giant chain. You guys see that? Alar throws it incomplete. That was terrible. You might need to take that chain off. It looks like it weighs about 50 pounds. Tennessee is bad on the road. Yeah, why does USC and Notre Dame not put names on the jerseys? Probably other teams do too, but just saying. I think some of the service academies don't, like Army doesn't, I don't think. It just says Army on the back. Navy used to not do it, but I think Navy does put the names on it now. But yeah, it's some sort of elitist thing. Like, it's not an individual game, it's a team game, so your name doesn't matter, blah, 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 whatever. Stupid. As a viewer, I don't have to memorize 18,000 jersey numbers. I'd like to see the name on the back of the jersey. They look like broke high school. Yeah. Shit. Even when I played Pop Warner, they put my name on the back of the jersey, you know? They give you the little stencil, and you take it home, and your mom would have to iron your name on the back of the jersey. I mean, they didn't do it. You had to do it, but still, they let you do it. I'd be worried to wear a chain in a game. Yeah, you see that a lot in the NFL. These guys are wearing $50,000 gold ropes and shit. Like, it's going to get broken, ripped off your neck. What? I don't know what they're reviewing there. Second down, Oregon. All right. Back in Athens, 1st and 10, Alabama from the 23. Simpson's under center, and there's a flag as soon as it was snapped. Oregon's got the ball on 2nd down and 10. Running back breaks 3 tackles. What a run. Right between the tackles. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Alabama's driving now. They just got a penalty, though. They go 5 yards back. 1st and 15 now. And Oregon's playing fast. 3rd and 4 for Oregon. Going to snap the ball at the same time. Ty Simpson under center again. Hands the ball off to the running back, and he's going to get 2. Good defense there by Penn State. 4th down. And I don't know. Oregon looks like they're going to go for it here. And they are. Oregon's going to go for it on 4th down. I'm trying to watch both these games at the same time because they're both. All right, there you go, Ty Simpson. Little screen pass, and he's caught. Oh, he's running. Oh, my God. Somebody tackled that guy inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Alabama. Wow. That was a well-designed play there. Once the first guy missed him, he was off to the races. Georgia looks confused. Yeah, they do. They're on their heels for sure. This is the good thing about having a wireless microphone. I can sit down. If I get tired of standing, I can sit down for a minute. Moore throws it on 1st down, incomplete. All right, 2nd down and goal, Bama. $73 yards so far on this drive for Alabama. All right, here we go from the 6. And who's that? Georgia, Alabama called a timeout. Dan, they've already used 2 timeouts in the first half of the first quarter. Balin Gardner says, listening to you out of Hoosier land. God bless you all. Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you for watching. I know people in Hoosier land are happy right now. Indiana looks good. There's a guy that calls into my call-in show almost every week. The Hoosiers guy. He's a trip. Moore, 1st down. This Ducks offense has got a lot of different weapons. They can run the ball. They can throw it. The quarterback is mobile. Yeah, 1st down, Oregon. Joe, the pilot, Tech fan here today was brutal. Yeah, Joe, I know who you are. Hey, Joe, guess what? My birthday's next week. I got a new pickleball paddle for my birthday. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's been great games today. 1st and 10. Oh, all the way up to the 45. It's going to be 2nd down for Oregon. Tennessee won. No, it's a Selkirk paddle. Tennessee wins. What was the final score? Did they win by? Hopefully it was less than 7. Did they win by less than 7, or at least only 7? (41-34). So 7 points. All right. Well, I won my bet then. I had 7.5. I can't believe they let Tennessee come back and win that. They had that game wrapped up, man. They were up with 4 minutes left? They let Tennessee go right down the damn field and score to tie it. Alabama's offensive line holding up good so far. Yeah, they look good. All right, 3rd down and 6 for Oregon. They're all the way down to Penn State's 41. And another good run. He's not going to get the 1st down, though, so it's going to be 4th and either 2 or 3. And Dan Lanning's going to have to make a decision here. Do you want to kick the field goal, or do you want to go for it? He's probably going to go for it. He usually does in this situation. Yeah, they're going to go for it. The chart says to go for it. Georgia doesn't look comfortable. They're going to have to settle in. Here we go. Oregon's going for it from the 38. 4th and 3. More. Under pressure, he's going to take off. He's going to get it. Oh, I don't think he did get it. He's short. He did a little spin cycle move there. And he's going to be a yard short. Turnover on downs. Good stand there by Penn State. They needed that. If they would have got that 1st down, I bet they would have scored. That was big for Penn State. Well, he took a shot, too. Ty Simpson throws it incomplete on 3rd and goal. Or is that 2nd and goal? It's the 3rd and goal now. Kentucky's up 7-0 on South Carolina. I bet jackpot. Yeah, I bet he's not. What's up, D? All right, big 3rd down. Can Georgia hold them to a field goal here? They might go for it on 4th down if they get close enough. 3rd down and goal. Simpson throws it in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bama. Wow. Bernard again. So glad that LSU lost. That wasn't surprising at all. LSU's been flirting with fire all season long, and Ole Miss's offense is just too good. They got the best backup quarterback in the country. I mean, their backup quarterback is better than 95% of the country's starting quarterbacks. And it's going to be 7-0 Bama. They went right down the field. I don't know what happened with Bama week 1 against Florida State. I guess they just came out flat because they haven't looked. I mean, they got obliterated by Florida State, and ever since then they've looked really good. You know, they were. That's what I was hoping went on with Clemson. You know, week 1 against LSU, I was like, maybe they just came out flat, the first game of the season, and then just continued to get worse. So, unfortunately, you can barely hear me. Can y'all barely hear me? It's the whole reason I'm using this microphone is so that you can hear me. The good news is Georgia's offense is rested. I can turn the microphone up a little bit. Is this better? Is that better? Turned it up a little bit. Everyone else says you can hear me fine, so I don't know. All right. Let's see if Georgia can answer here. Penn State's got the ball 1st and 10. If you see Georgia can get a first down before we punt, yeah. All right, Drew Alar. What the hell was that? Oh my God. Penn State's offense looks like the Bad News Bears. They look like Clemson right now. That's bad. That's really bad. That's not a compliment. All right, here we go. Stockton rolls out to his right on 1st down, throws it on the run, caught. And they're going to say he was in bounds there. And it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Good play there by Stockton. 2nd down and 18 for Penn State after that disaster of a play they had last. I don't even know how to describe what I saw that last play. It was terrible. They get 2. Boy, they're going backwards. It's going to be 3rd and 16. Are they reviewing this play or something in Georgia? What's going on here? 1st and 15 after the penalty. Stockton's going to hand the ball off. Big gash up the middle. Oh, he's off to the races. Across the 30 to the 34. 1st down, Georgia. That's what they need to do. They're going to, based on the way that Alabama's offense is looking, Georgia needs to establish a run game and just control the clock. Stockton throwing it. Caught. Oh, he dropped it. He caught it and he got hit. Never had control. Incomplete. Yeah, he got hit right in the mouth, son. Look at this. Oh, it got tipped by the Alabama player, but he still caught it. That was just a hell of a, he just laid down the wood on him. I mean, I probably would have dropped it too. Hell, I'd probably be knocked out. 2nd down and 10. At the 38. I'm sorry, the 34. Stockton hands the ball off. Another good run up the middle. And he's going to get maybe 4. 3rd and 6 coming up. What do you do here? You need 6 yards. They're going to say it's 3rd and 5. That's a long 5, though. What's your opinion on the Florida State play, Pete? Was it a catch or not? No. You talking about the one in the back of the end zone last night? No, it wasn't a catch. 3rd down and 5. Throws it deep, incomplete. That was a weird play call for 3rd and 5. Now it's 4th down, they got a punt. I don't like that play call at all. The Ryder Cup has been brutal. Yeah, I don't know why I was stupid enough to bet on that. I let my pride for my country overshadow my brain in reality. I don't normally bet based on feelings unless it comes to international sports where somebody's representing the flag, you know what I mean? Oh, that was a dumb bet by me. And Georgia's going to punt it. The punt is up. Fair catch called for at the 17-yard line. Oh, they're showing highlights of the Tennessee game. I can't believe Mississippi State let them win that game. What is this? This would be 3 straight Ryder Cups, I think, that Europe's won. And this might be the worst of all of them. I mean, they're just getting absolutely destroyed. On our home turf, too. Alar under pressure on 3rd and 16, throws it, short pass caught. Oh, he's fighting for yardage. He's going to be a yard short. So he got 15 on 3rd and 16. And we'll see what Franklin does here. You're in your own territory. This is a big risk here. If you turn the ball over on downs in your own territory, Oregon's probably going to score. Bryson almost figured Rose and Fleetwood. Yeah, I saw that. And they do go for it, and they get 2 yards. First down, Penn State. That was a big gamble there for Penn State, but they got it. They might have needed that for moral reasons. Get some momentum going here. He got it with the second effort, too. He got hit at the line of scrimmage and pushed through it. Does Hulu TV let you multi-view games, and I don't know it? I don't know it. If they do, I don't know it either. I don't know. Hold on, I'll tell you one thing about it in a second. I just learned a couple weeks ago from C-Dog about Hulu TV. Penn State's going to run it on first down, and he gets about 3. They do have a thing where you can go through after the game is over and watch it highlights. Like it'll play through commercial free. So it'll go from one play to another to another to another with nothing in between it. So it's like a condensed game version. So you can watch the entire game in like 30 minutes or whatever, 60 minutes. I know YouTube TV has the multi-screen. I'm not sure that Hulu TV does. Unless somebody else says it does. I don't know. And we got a commercial and a timeout in these 2 games. We were very fortunate to win today. Yes, you were. You got a little bit of help from the refs there at the end. DirecTV live stream is the best. You got ESPN Plus, Disney, Hulu, and Prime free. DirecTV, yeah, I'm not getting a satellite. I've got ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu with my Hulu TV subscription. That's all included in one. I think it's $80 a month. It's less than YouTube TV, I know that. I think YouTube TV is like $90 a month now. Oh, it's not satellite, it's a stream. Okay, I've never heard of that. Even the satellite companies are going to streaming now, huh? That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. Everybody's doing it. All right, first down and 10. Alabama up 7-0. And they're going to run it on first down for a couple. Well, Georgia needs to stop here. You don't want Alabama to go up 14-0 in the first quarter. I don't think that's the kind of quarterback that Gunnar Stockton is to come back from down like that, have to pass your way back in the game. 2nd and 7. Simpson throws it to the sideline, incomplete. Where the hell is Jamison Williams at? You said he dropped that long pass on that first drive. Did something happen to him? Because I haven't seen him since. They haven't thrown it to him since. Clemson should get a 3rd-string 5-star Ryan Young from Alabama. Well, Clemson should do a lot of things. So, 3rd and 7. Simpson steps up in the pocket, delivers. What a strike over the middle for a first down to the tight end. That was a great play by Simpson. He stepped up right in the pocket to avoid the rush, throws a dart right over the middle, complete, right in the numbers. That was good. Simpson. And, oh, he's going to do a little trick play. And it didn't work. Lost 5 yards. No good there. Georgia needed that. Now it's going to be 2nd and long. That was a dumb call. I don't know why they did that. I mean, they're doing just fine. When you're doing just fine like that, I don't understand why you do the trick plays like that. That's when you're losing. Yeah, yeah. That was a Dabo type play right there. That's a perfect analogy. Yes, that's exactly what Dabo would have done. Second down and 16. Simpson's going to pass it. Dumps it off short. He's got room to run. He's got some blockers. Gets to about the 36. It's going to be 3rd and 5. NC State's losing to Virginia Tech. That's not surprising at all. I picked Duke to win, but I'm surprised the fashion they won. Yeah, I think we all picked Duke, or at least most of us did on the ACC show. I knew that Syracuse was not going to be the same team without Angeli. I mean, he was the heart and soul of that offense. But, man, their offense is really bad. Third down and 6. We still got a scoreless game in Happy Valley. Second quarter just started there. And Penn State's got the ball 2nd down. What happened here? Alabama just called their final timeout in the first quarter. Play clock was about to expire. Is that what was going on there? That had to be it. So they're out of timeouts, and there's still 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. This Simpson guy is the best passer in the stadium. Run that play again, Alabama. Well, he's definitely the best passer in the stadium. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I think Georgia fans even know that. Well, y'all convinced me to take the over, so I need some points here. Drew Alar throws it on 3rd and 4, incomplete. Penn State's about to punt. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 6 for Alabama from the 36. Simpson throws it, caught. Oh, that's going to be a 1st down. Alabama. I picked Duke 24-21. Yeah, well, they blew them out. Bama's 6 for 6 on 3rd downs. That's crazy. They are moving the ball. And Penn State, I thought they were going to have to punt. They got a field goal, and it was good. So Penn State takes the lead, 3-0. All right, 1st down, Bama, empty back set. Simpson throws it, caught at the 47 or 48. 2nd down. Where's Georgia's pass rush? It's non-existent. Simpson's got all day back there right now. He's doing a good job of navigating the pocket, too. He's been pretty impressive so far. I mean, I know it's early, but... And they're going to hand the ball off here. He's going to get to about a yard short, maybe. 3rd and short coming up. Mike Norvell says, refs lost us, refs lost us, refs lost us, refs lost us. Yeah, but Mike Norvell, you still gave up 40-something points. The refs didn't do that. The refs definitely didn't give up almost 50 points. Your defense did. UVA ran all you down your throat all game long, and you couldn't do anything about it. 3rd down and 2. It's another 1st down, all the way up to the 40. Boy, Georgia better do something here. This might get ugly. Yeah, Florida State didn't have a pass rush. They couldn't stop the run. Chandler Morris balled out. I'll give it to him, though. I mean, Castanella's played a pretty good game overall, but he couldn't do it all by himself. 1st and 10. Simpson, look at that. Clean pocket, wide open. Boy, Georgia's defense is playing like shit right now. You can't get a much cleaner pocket than that. Look at this. Nobody around him. Look at this. Boy, if you can't get pressure on him, it's going to be a long night. And breaking tackles in the run game. Got 4 yards on 1st down. That'll be the last play of the quarter, I think. Yeah, it's going to be the last play of the 1st quarter. Alabama driving. Refs lost us. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe they need to issue an Amber Alert. They're lost. Georgia trailed to Tennessee. Georgia will be fine. Well, this ain't Tennessee, buddy. This is, I mean, I'm not sold on Tennessee. You're talking about two different teams here. I'm not saying the game's over or anything, but I mean, Alabama's just moving the ball at will. Pete, can you get past number 74 on Alabama? No. Amber Alert for the freaking Tomahawk. Yeah, Alabama has better talent than Tennessee. All right, here we go. Back in Happy Valley here. 1st and 10, Oregon. Penn State up 3-0 after the field goal. Let's see if Oregon can respond. It's the beginning of the 2nd quarter here. 13 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Moore's going to hand the ball off. Big run across the 30, across the 40, still on his feet, inside the 35. I'm sorry, up to the 50. I thought he crossed the 50. Well, a big run there by Oregon, all the way up to the 50-yard line, or 49. That was a hell of a run. Little bubble screen pass, and he's going to get some blockers. Picks up 4 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 6. What's up, KJ? What's up, Yoda? Cheryl Sugarbaker says, one thing's for sure, this ain't Clemson. No, it's not. That is for sure. That offensive lineman is the only offensive returning starter on Oregon's entire team? What? And they throw it on 2nd and 6, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Oregon. Good defense there by the Nittany Lions. Has Stockton even completed a pass? Yeah. 1 or 2. Gator Tooth, what's up? Yeah, go Tigers. Third down and 6. It's going to be a pass play. Yeah, little screen pass. He's got blockers. Oh, good tackle there. So they're going to be short, about 2 yards short. What will they do? Georgia is running the defense that only works with Jalen Carter at a dominant D-line. Well, you got to give some credit to Alabama. But, I mean, Ty Simpson's got all freaking day to sit back there and pick apart your defense. I mean, you got to get pressure on him. 4th down and 2. They're going for it. Oregon's going for it on 4th down here. Moore throws it, caught, 1st down. Down to the 36-yard line. Ducks moving. All right, back in Athens. The start of the 2nd quarter. Simpson going to hand the ball off. falls forward for about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Third and 3 officially. Here we go. Ball snap. Runs out to the left side. First down. Another first down by Bama. It's going to be 1st and goal. Got down to about the 7-yard line there. If you watch Georgia's national championships, they were able to get pressure with the front 4. Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, if you can get pressure with the front 4, that's a big plus. 1st and goal. They're going to run it again. No. Simpson rolls out to his right. Throws it in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Wow. Horton. Georgia's in a bad spot right now. A real bad spot. Down 14-0. They got to score. This could get away from them really quickly. Should have listened to Lou. I thought Georgia would win. That's why I didn't bet on it, because my inclination was to take Georgia at home, but I listened to what he said and what other people said, and I just didn't feel comfortable betting on either team. I did eventually make a $25 bet at the beginning of this stream on the over, just for fun, because I'm 4 for 4 on the day so far. So Georgia's offensive play calling is criminal. Who the hell is their offensive coordinator now? Worst opponent of the season for Clemson bye week, Clemson versus Clemson. I love the bye week. The zero pressure on me. I sat back all day, watched football, had some, the wife made some homemade fried potato skins, which were awesome. And she made homemade pulled pork barbecue sandwiches with bacon on them. Yeah, so yeah. This is how a real team plays. Roll Tide. Yeah, with the pulled pork sandwiches too, we bought a big, huge pork tenderloin, and we cooked half of it for dinner like earlier this week. We saved the other half, so she slow cooked it in the crock pot all day, and then just shredded it, and then put barbecue sauce and whatever on it, and bacon. It was really good. Georgia has 31 yards offense versus Alabama, 162. Damn. That's no good. Is my wife a chef? She likes to cook. She does like to cook. That's all she watches, like on YouTube and stuff, is cooking videos. To the point where it starts to annoy me, because she's always trying to show me, like, hey, look at this recipe. You want that? I'm like, yeah, I'll eat. First of all, I'll eat just about anything. Georgia man says it's not over, just not good right now. Well, I don't want to see a blowout. I don't have a dog in the fight, no pun intended. I just want to see a good game. So I kind of hope Georgia does come back, at least to make it interesting. All them Sunshine Georgia bozo lovers, when he scores on a group of 5 teams calling him the same shit, have zero idea about football when you play equally talented teams. Yeah. What is the score in the Kentucky-South Carolina game right now? I guess I could look it up. We're on commercials on both these games right now, so. Made rotel dip, bacon, and cheddar smoked sausage on the grill. That sounds good. You can never go wrong with rotel dip. All right, here we go. Alabama's about to kick it off after the touchdown. And it's going to be a touchback. I don't know what's going on here. All right, back in Penn State, Alar under pressure, and he's going to lose 2 yards. Unless that was a replay. All right, 1st and 10 Dogs. Yeah, he did lose 2 yards. 2nd down and 12 now for Penn State. 1st and 10, Georgia from the 25. Stockton throws out in the flat, caught. Makes a couple guys miss. Good move there. Picks up 8 yards. Yeah, Georgia needs to score here bad. 2nd down and 2. Hand the ball off. Good run. He's got room to run down the sideline. He's off to the races. Great run there. 1st down, Georgia. Drew Alar, what the hell was that? Boy, it's going to be a long day for Penn State. I know they're up 3-0 right now, but I don't know if Alar's going to make it through this game. He's getting absolutely obliterated. I mean, he's able to get the ball out of his hands, but then he just gets absolutely whacked on every play. That was a terrible pass, too. 1st and 10, Stockton throws it deep, wide open. Touchdown, Georgia. There you go. There you go. And Oregon's going to get the ball back here. There's 8 minutes left in the first half in Happy Valley. You got to give credit to Penn State. Oregon's still scoreless here. It's 3-0. Got an old-time slobber knocker going on at Happy Valley. But Georgia finally has some life on offense here. Keep this game interesting. Great. That was great. They needed that bad. Really bad. And it's going to be 14-7 now. Now, can Georgia, here's the real problem. Can Georgia get a stop on defense? They haven't done that yet. 2 drives by Alabama, 2 touchdowns. Overlooking good, yeah. Yeah. If you want to go to Pendleton, Dryer's dinner is good. Yes. What's up, Danny D-Rock? Yeah, that was a straight blown coverage there. There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Well, they needed that just for some confidence offensively to shift the momentum a little bit. But Georgia's defense needs to step up here and get an actual stop. That's been the most demoralizing part about this game is they haven't been able to stop Alabama at all. While it's on commercial here, I'm going to go pee real quick. I won't do like Sea-Dog and pee with the microphone on. I won't let you hear that. Where did I put my beer at? All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. Oregon, first down, or just short of first down. Who pees on stream better, Peete or Sea-Dog? Me. Peete and Sea-Dog are piss brothers. No sink. I don't pee on my hands. First down and 10. Moore throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Oregon can't score. All right, we'll see what Alabama's got. Simpson needs more credit as a quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback after the FSU loss. All right, let's see if Georgia's defense can do something here. Oregon's going to run it on 2nd and 10. He's breaking some tackles. Oh, man, he was hit hard. Only got 2 yards out of that. 3rd down. Penn State's defense is playing great. DJU brother is on Oregon. Yeah. Mateo Uiagalelei is on Oregon's defense, yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Simpson throws a short pass, caught. Man, again, off to the races, across the 40, across the 50. Another big gain through the air, rather, for Alabama. Wow. Uh-oh, all right, so Oregon's going for it here on 4th and 1 at midfield. First down, Alabama. Simpson throws another short pass at the sideline. Got 2 yards. All right, here we go. 4th and 1 for Oregon. Moore's going to throw it on 4th and 1. And he throws it deep, and it's caught inside the 30. What a gutsy play call on 4th and 1 at midfield. A gain of 20. Is he drinking Bud Light? Yes, I'm drinking beer. Shane Gillis bought Bud Light back. It's cool again. I don't give a shit. People who think you drink a certain kind of beer and care about that, that's just the weirdest shit I ever heard in my life. I'll drink any beer you put in front of my face. I don't care what it is. 2nd down and 8. Run up the middle. Finally, a good defensive stand there by Georgia. Goes nowhere. Oregon's running right down the field on 1st and 10 here. Oregon might need to score here. As long as it's cold. Yeah, I don't care about... I get whatever's on sale. When I go to Publix, I get what's on sale. If it's Bud Light, I get Bud Light. If it's Coors Light, I'll get Coors Light. If it's some sort of IPA, I'll get that. I just don't care. Beer is beer. Yeah, not warm. Yeah, warm beer's no good. Now I don't usually drink like Busch Light or Natty Light or anything like that, but any of the major beer brands I'll drink if they're on sale. You know. I'm not a big fan of like Natural Light or whatever. I just don't like the way it tastes. 4th and 7, and Alabama's got a punt. And Georgia's going to let it bounce and then get it. So they're going to take a good punt there by Alabama. They're on the 6 or 7 yard line. Bush is great. Publix, you know you go to Piggly Wiggly. I don't have a Piggly Wiggly around here. I got a Publix about 100 feet from my house. So yeah, I go to Publix. German beer is beer, American beer is piss water. Whatever. Y'all are some beer snobs. Ooh, I bet you drink beer like this too, don't you, with your pinky out? I bet y'all fuckers put it in that little fancy little glass and got a little scraper and scrape the head off the top of it and then sit there with your legs crossed like a girl and fucking drink your whatever you're drinking. Guinness is a great beer. On tap, it's okay. I'm drinking Evan Williams tonight. Yeah, I don't have any liquor in the house. I don't have any liquor tonight. All right, 2nd down and 8. Georgia at the 9-yard line. And they're going to hand the ball off. Fumble! Alabama got it. Turnover, Georgia at the 10-yard line. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah, Buffalo Trace is good. The liquor store here by my house, they're always sold out of it. But I agree with you. Yeah, Buffalo Trace is great. Let's see if he's down or not. No, he wasn't down. That's a fumble. That's definitely a fumble. In Australia, they say American beer is like making love in a canoe. I don't even know if I get that reference. He definitely wasn't down. All right, so that was a huge turnover for Georgia there. Alabama, 1st and 10 from the 11. And they do run it for about 2 yards. Yeah, that was a huge mistake by Georgia there. Young Citrus says, I'm a depressed LSU fan. Well, it could be worse. You could be Clemson. So hold your head up high, buddy. You'll be all right. 2nd down and 7. Gonna run it again. Finally, some penetration by the defense there. Got about 2 yards anyway, maybe 3. 3rd and 4 or 5 coming up. Can't even get Buffalo Trace here without entering a lottery and all that crap. Yeah, it's hard to get it. You can go to the bar and get it. Most of the bars have them, but trying to get a bottle of it is pretty hard. Like I said, the liquor store right by my house, it's the day they get it, they sell out of it. So you got to get in there exactly the right time. 3rd down and 5. Throws it in the end zone. Popped up in the air, incomplete. 4th down, and I'm assuming that Alabama's going to kick a field goal here. I can mail you a bottle. We have it everywhere. Do you? Where do you live, Joe? In Georgia? All right, they're going to kick a field goal here. It's going to be a 24-yard field goal attempt. And it is good. So they capitalize, get 3 points off the turnover. That could have been a lot worse for Georgia, turning it over on the 10-yard line like that. And they're lucky to only give up 3 points there. But still, that wasn't good. I like Wild Turkey 101. Yeah, I don't know. I actually drink a lot more vodka than I do bourbon or whiskey anyway. I mean, I like bourbon and whiskey, but I drink vodka because it's easier to drink, and my wife likes it too. So, the problem is it's too easy to drink. That's why I got to be careful. I can drink that shit like water. Vodka. Vodka. Yeah, that's why women like vodka, because there's no carbs in it. But I can drink it like water. I drink Tito's. American handmade vodka. John Daly has a great vodka drink. What is it? It's like an Arnold Palmer, isn't it? But it's got something else in it. Get a $75 oak barrel, pour in any whiskey, wait 2 to 3 months, and it elevates the whiskey, even Jim Beam. Yeah. All right, so it's a tie game in Happy Valley, 3-3. I still can't get over that big-ass chain on Drew Alar's neck. There's only 2 minutes. Well, they're going to go down to the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes left. Penn State's got the ball first and 10. Tie game 3-3. There's not much offense going on in Penn State right now. Georgia's defense is pretty good the last 2 drives. Oh, I love tequila. This is the best tequila right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Right there. Now, this one's special because it's got my name engraved on it. Pigskin Pete right there. That's a gift from Slim Shady Canes. But that's my shit right there. I don't drink it very often, though, because I'll drink that whole bottle in one night. I'll drink that whole bottle in one night. So I only get it for special occasions. Tequila is my favorite liquor. Now, cheap tequila is nasty. I mean, if you're going to get Jose Cuervo or some shit like that, that's gross. Good tequila, and of course you don't mix it with anything. You just drink it straight. That's what I do anyway. All right. Georgia's going to get the ball back here now. See if they can not turn the ball over. 17-7. 8.5 minutes left here in the first half. White wine is nasty. Depends on which kind of wine. Again, I don't know. There's not much alcohol I don't like, apparently. I like white wine as long as certain kinds. I like red wine as long as it's certain kinds. I just don't like sweet stuff. First and 10. Oh, god damn. That's not a good way to start a drive. A loss of 6 or 7 yards on the play. It's going to be second and a mile. Not a big seltzer person. I'll drink 1 or 2. I can't drink a whole bunch of them. I could drink 1 or 2 of them, though. Second down and 16. At the 19. Stockton's going to throw it this time. And he does complete it. And he fights for yard. He's still fighting. Got the first down. 17-yard gain on second and 16. There you go. That was a hell of a fight there for yardage at the end. I thought he was going to be taken down short, but he drug about 3 or 4 Alabama defenders for about 3 yards. First down and 10 from the 31. And he gets about 4 yards on the carry. What's up, Adriel? What's up, Tim? Lose down bad, stream and UGA crashing bad. What about old Jackpot? Is he crashing out? What's the score on that game? Kentucky and South Carolina. Second down and 6. First down, Georgia, close to the midfield, about the 48-yard line. All right. That's 2 first downs on this drive. I don't know why. It just seems like it looks hard for them to get yardage or something. Look at that time of possession. 17 minutes to 6.5 minutes. They're lucky they're only down by 10. Stockton rolls out to his left, got nowhere to go, taken down for a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12. 14 of South Carolina's points did not come from their offense. Oh, they're winning 21-10 because of the defense? Wow. Alara throws it off his back foot. Caught. First down across the 50. All right. Penn State's trying to take the lead here before the half. 1.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Big run by Georgia across the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. Taken down at the 10-yard line. Or 11. We'll see where they've spotted here. It's going to either be 1st and goal or 1st and 10 from the 11. Yeah, that looked like a horse collar to me, too. That's what I thought when I saw it. That was definitely a horse collar. That should be another half the distance. That should be on the 5-yard line. That was definitely a horse collar. How did they miss that? Anyway, it's 1st and goal from the 10. Pass caught down to the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5 coming up. I don't know what's going on in Happy Valley, but Drew Alar looks like he's on ice skates, like he's slipping. He needs to change his cleats or something. Incomplete on 1st and 15. Second down and 15 for Penn State. All right, here we go. Second down and goal from the 5. And they're going to run it. Pushing forward, gets down to the 2-yard line, I think, 2 or 3. 3rd and goal. I'm not pulling for anybody. I'm pulling to win my bets. I got over, what did I got? Over 54. I got over 54 in the Georgia game. And Oregon plus 3.5. Outside of that, I don't care. I just want to see a good game. Lord Tebow, thank you for supporting the channel, buddy. I still have doubts about Ohio State. Think they lose a couple games. Yeah, they'll probably lose a game or two. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt them that much. I still think they're one of the better teams in the country. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. And they're going for it. 3 minutes left in the half. Stockton's back to pass. Dumps it off, and they're going to be short. There's a flag down. I don't like that play call at all, though. I don't like that play call at all. Is this going to be against Alabama? Holding against Alabama. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Kalen DeBoer is going absolutely apeshit. I don't know if he's yelling at the ref or if he's yelling at his player. I'm about to have a heart attack, though. Yeah, it was definitely a hold. Yeah. It looked like he was trying to dance with him or something. At a high school dance. First and goal from the 1. Yeah, he lost the yard. First and goal from the 2. Or second and goal from the 2. Bozo can't gain a yard on the goal line. I formation. Everyone since 2007 knows what the options are. Meanwhile, back in Happy Valley, Oregon's got the ball back, still 3-3 in this slobber knocker here. A minute left in the second quarter. Got an injured Georgia player on the ground. Looks like an offensive lineman. Maybe it's just a cramp or something. He's grabbing his hamstring area. Hopefully that's all it is. The over not looking awesome yet. I don't know if they get a touchdown here. Yeah, the over's looking all right. Over's 54. We're more than halfway there. Or we will be more than halfway there before halftime. And generally more points are scored in the second half anyway than the first half. Defense is starting to wear down a little bit. Man, somebody please hire Bobo. The media loves him. Believe them. I don't know why you're shitting on Mike Bobo so much. I mean, all right, 1st and 10, Oregon, 30 seconds left. Flag down. Moore's got all freaking day. Throws the ball complete across the 40-yard line, but we'll see what the flag's for here. Nobody wants to win this game in Happy Valley. 3-3. Here from Lou's stream, he's having issues, so I figured I'd come join you guys for a bit. Go Dogs. Well, thank you. What do you mean he's having issues? He's having issues with his connection, or he's having issues with his mental health? Or both? Oh, his OBS is messing up? Yeah, that happens sometimes. Happens to me sometimes too. Not fun. All right, here we go. 2nd down and goal. 2.5 minutes left in the half. They're going to pitch it to the running back. Oh, he walks right in untouched. Easy peasy. What were you saying about Bobo again? Where's SEC Dog at? What were you saying about Bobo again? There you go. Touchdown Dogs. We got us a game now, boys. Extra point away from a 3-point game. Now, there's still plenty of time left for Alabama to score. You got 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. And, oh, no, they're at it. That's right. They used all their timeouts in the first quarter, which is weird. But they do have the 2-minute timeout left to stop the clock there. So there's plenty of time for them to go down and try to score before the half. Alabama does get the ball to start the second half, too. So 14-17. Good drive there by Georgia. I figured this would be the better of the two games, but this one's tied. It's just a boring game. It's 3-3. Still 0 touchdowns in Penn State. I think Georgia had some leadership this season, unlike last season. Lou's stream is off. His OBS died. Oh, that sucks. All right, here we go. There's going to be one more play here in Penn State. 3rd and 13. Moore throws a short pass. That's going to be, I don't know what they're doing there. So that's the end of the first half. and Penn State tied up 3-3. Defensive half there in Happy Valley. All right, 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 8 seconds here. We'll see if Alabama's got anything in their bag of tricks. Jamison Williams has been on a milk carton. I need him to get some yardage for my sleeper picks. Does he have any yards? Let me look. Simpson's going to hand the ball off. And goes nowhere. Good defense there by Georgia. Does Williams have any yards at all? Let's see here. My picks. He's got 7 yards. I need him to get 62. If he gets 62 yards, I win $187. I got the other 3 right already. Oh. He needs to have a big second half or something. My wallet is ruined after today. I'm poor. Damn. What's up, Colby? He says this is stressful. What's up, Wet Blanket? Paul is here. Since 2024, Ryan Williams is the most drops in the SEC. Is that a real stat? Well, he dropped a 50-yard pass on the first drive of the game. What's up, Red Devil? Hey, Pete, I've had a good weekend, and Clemson still sucks. I've been doing great so far on my picks. And it helps that I don't have to watch Clemson lose this week. So it's been a great weekend for me, too. He's got teddy bear hands. Yeah. Well, we'll bounce back next week with Clemson. We got the Fighting Bill Belichick's. It's going to make me sick watching the love fest between Bill Belichick and Dabo Swinney the week leading up to the game. I like when, like when we play NC State, I know that Dave Dorn and Dabo Swinney hate each other. That makes it 10 times better for me. I don't think, well, actually, I know Dabo Swinney and Mike Norvell don't like each other, or at least Mike Norvell doesn't like Dabo Swinney. So games like that I like, but listening to Dabo Swinney talk about how great Bill Belichick is all week is going to make me nauseous. They're probably going to hold hands during the game. What's up, Hoghead? Jay says, SEC dog, F you. Uh-oh, we got a fight going on in the chat? Bye week 27, Clemson 10. Bill's driving the bus and Dabo's on it. Mr. Matt Dog says down bad. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of the bye week jokes. Because Syracuse got blown out. Georgia Tech struggled with Wake Forest. That's 2 of the teams that Clemson played. LSU lost. So those are all teams that Clemson either lost to. Yeah, those are all teams that Clemson lost to. Outright. Yeah, I figured that Duke would win that game. Angeli is the heart and soul of that offense. You saw that today. They couldn't even score a touchdown. What was the final score of that game? 30-something to 3 in Syracuse? All right, there's 1 minute and 54 seconds left here. Alabama's got the ball 1st and 10. We'll see what they got. They got no timeouts because they burned them all in the first quarter. But still plenty of time to go down and try to kick a field goal at least. ACC show will be interesting. It's always interesting. 38-3, yeah. That's crazy. What are they reviewing now? Where to spot the ball? Oh, they're trying to review to see if it was a first down or not. Yeah, his foot was definitely out of bounds. Why does it take them so long? I don't understand why it takes so long. All right, so not a first down. It's a third down here. They just need somebody in the booth that can look at it in 2 seconds and call down to the refs and be like, no, he's short. Like this whole thing where he has to go over to the monitor and spend 10 minutes doing that, for a call like that, I can see if it's something more in depth than a call like that. But to spend 5 minutes on that is ridiculous. I don't understand how they can see anything in that little screen they use. Yeah, me either. Third down and 1. Little trick play there, and they got the first down on 3rd and 1. Pitched it to the wide receiver, and he threw the pass. It worked. 1st and 10 Alabama, a minute and 49 seconds left. ACC, not accident. Huh? From the 38, 37. Simpson. Fake pumps it, throws it to the left, wide open, across the 50, still dragging Georgia players inside the 45-yard line to the 44. Yeah, I told you guys. Plenty of time. A minute and 17 seconds. Since it's inside 2 minutes and a half, they're gonna stop the clock while they place the ball. Now the clock's ticking. 1st and 10. Simpson back to pass again. Throws it to the sideline, incomplete. It's gonna be 2nd down and 10. A minute and 3 seconds left. Yeah, no pass rush at all. Look at him. Look at him. Unbelievable. They're playing soft coverage. And it's not working. That helped my Williams pick out, though. That gave some yardage to Williams. 2nd and 10. From the 44. Simpson throws it, caught, making guys miss, breaking tackles, even inside the 30, all the way down to the 22-yard line. Holy shit. Wow. They might score a touchdown here. No tackling at all. Punk says Georgia Tech is undefeated. Yeah, they are. That's what you call it when you have 0 losses in the loss column. Undefeated. 1st and 10. Timeout, Georgia. course, Alabama has no timeouts. Mr. Matt Dog, thank you for supporting the channel, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me a home for the night, Pete. Well, thank you for being here. Otherwise, if you guys weren't in here and supporting the channel, I would just be yelling at my TV screen by myself like a insane person, which I am insane, but at least I can do it with people with me. Pete, realistically, what do you think this Clemson team will go in the SEC? This Clemson team this year? Shit. They'd be lucky to win 4 games, probably. If you're talking about this season, it would be really, they wouldn't make a bowl game. Hell, they'd be lucky to make one right now. If you want to talk about the teams that over the past 10 years, I think they do fine in the SEC. But this team is just bad. It doesn't matter what conference they're in, they're just bad. They got a lot of problems. First down and 10. From the 20, what is this, 24, 3. Simpson back to pass again. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield, throws it, caught inside the 20, out of bounds at the 19. Flag down, though. Did you say earlier that UVA and North Carolina State game did not count as a conference game? Yeah, it didn't. They both had to fill a non-con game on their schedule and didn't have anybody, so they scheduled each other. So, yeah, so technically, even though Virginia lost to NC State, they're still undefeated in the ACC. That's right. They did that a couple years ago, too. First and 10. Yeah, I don't get why they allowed them to do that. I mean, there's got to be somebody you can schedule to play. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, 9 conference games for the ACC. Yep. And they have to play at least 10 Power 4 games, which Clemson already does, but some of the teams don't. About half of the ACC teams only play 8 conference games and 1 more Power 4 game. Now, there's Clemson doesn't. Clemson plays at least 10 Power 4 games every year. But that's because they want to, not because they have to. But now they have to. But the only thing I don't like about the 9-conference game thing for Clemson is because they do schedule good games out of conference every year, and they play South Carolina every year. And now they got this deal with Notre Dame that goes through 2037, I think. One of either they're going to have to get rid of one of those Power 4 games, or they're going to have to play all Power 4 schedule, which they're not going to do because nobody does. So, Pete, I can barely hear you. Huh? Everybody else can hear me just fine, so I don't know what to tell you. First and 10. From the, what is this, the 13. 46 seconds left. Oh my God, give it to the big man. Oh my God. That shit was hilarious. That might be the funniest football play I've ever seen in my life. We've seen the defensive tackles, like Clemson does it, other teams do it too. They'll hand it to them on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 and let them run it between the tackles. I don't know if I've ever seen one be a receiver on the outside like this. What the fuck? Yeah, the guy's got to weigh 360 pounds. And he just caught a screen pass. Holy shit. That was unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's new. Ty Simpson rolls out to his right. He's going to walk in untouched. That was too easy, guys. That was too easy. In less than 2 minutes, they just went down 75 yards in less than 2 minutes to make it a 10-point game. My over's looking real good now, though. Wow. Wow. The bad news is, other than being down 10 points, if you're Georgia, Alabama gets the ball to start the second half, too. Add insult to injury with that one. That was brutal. That was brutal. Yeah, my over's looking really good now. I got to get over 54. Offensive lineman has better hands than most running. Yeah, the offensive lineman looks better than most wide receivers I've seen this year. You know what's unbelievable about that play is the fact that they put him out there wide like that, and then nobody covered him. Like, you've got to figure if they put him out there that they're using him for a reason. He's not there to block on the outside. I mean, there would be no reason to do that. But they just let him catch the ball. There was nobody on him. I guess maybe they figured he's not. There's no way they're going to throw the ball to him. That had to be what it was. That's the only explanation. Georgia players didn't even know he had the ball. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. But Alabama's offense in this game so far has just been, I mean, they're humming right now. 24 points in the first half. They scored on the first two drives. What was it? Then field goal. Then that. Then basically a 2-minute drill at the end of the half there. 75 yards. Pretty impressive. Ty Simpson's definitely looked good. Who would cover him, not a corner? Well, somebody should try to, I mean, hell, double team him. Somebody's got to try something, though. And they do a little squib kick here. And Georgia's going to try to return it, get tackled at the 13-yard line. That guy's legs are as big as tree trunks, and number 131 couldn't even hit them. What's up, LW? How you doing, buddy? Is it just me, or was that a long first half? I guess it wasn't. Kickoff was around, what, 8? So it's only been an hour and a half. I guess it wasn't that long. For some reason, it seemed long. In Mike Bobo's simulation, Georgia is winning by 20. 28-10 Gamecocks at half. Shout out to Carolina Jackpot. Where's he at? Where's my jackpot at?
DeAndre Johnson! Who the fuck is he? He's a fucking freshman? Fucking.
Oh, how about that?
Jackpot. Yes, he makes one. Some kind of a fucking running threat.
It's like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can.
Goddamn, and why are you over here telling me? You don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, and you don't have that.
Thank you, Rec Talk. Pete, I converted to Mormonism in exchange for a win against Wake Forest. Wish me luck. Does that mean you have to have multiple wives? Because I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And I love you. You're not even my worst enemy. But congratulations for selling your soul for a win against Wake Forest. There you go, guys. It's halftime, 24-14. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. I'm not shutting the stream down or anything. And I'm not going to go pee on microphone either. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Just hang out and talk. All right. I got a cramp in my leg or something. The Oregon game's back on. Still 3-3. And Oregon said they got the turnover there. Somebody just said Drew Allar has 60 yards in this game so far. Is that right? I'm convinced we left our defense in the locker room. We'll see if Georgia can make some halftime adjustments, because right now Alabama's moving the ball at will. I need Jamison Williams to do something in the second half. What's up, Pastor Dave? How's my back? It still hurts. Allar is going to keep it. They did not turn the ball over, by the way. On 3rd and 9, he gets nothing. So Penn State's going to have to punt. This game might be like a 10-6 game at the end of it in Penn State. Yeah, Penn State's got no offense. But I'm shocked that they've held Oregon's offense to 3 points. I thought Oregon would have scored more than this. And Penn State punts it from the 40. And it's going to be a touchback. Somebody needs to score here. I love how my Tide is doing. That run defense sucks, though. Hopefully we get this fixed in the second half. What's up, Jay Roddy? Pastor Dave says Georgia's going to win. Bama won't score again. Yeah, Penn State's defense is, I mean, I knew that. I don't see Penn State being able to win the Big Ten with no offense, though. I mean, even if they somehow win this game, I don't see them being able to win the Big Ten with no offense like that. Good road win for the Buckeyes. Yeah, I wasn't surprised about that at all. I mean, I don't care who wins the Georgia game. I just want to see a good game. I don't want to see a blowout. I mean, Georgia was down a couple scores and came back and made it a game, but that last drive was demoralizing. I mean, they went right down the field and scored less than 2 minutes. Alabama's pretty bad away from home. Well, not tonight, they're not. What happened to Syracuse? They don't have their best player. Angeli was the heart and soul of that offense. And you saw that today. They couldn't even score a touchdown. I picked Duke to win that game. I didn't know they were going to win that big, but I picked them to win it. Georgia was down by 17 points to Tech last season, and they came back to win the game. Yeah, but this isn't Georgia Tech. So, look, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen today. So, I mean, nothing's out of the question. I'm not saying it is, but you don't want to be down 10 points at home at halftime. Some quarterbacks are dual threats, and Drew Allar is a zero threat. Yeah. What do you mean Tech is the GOAT? Tech is a good team. We don't have 10 5-stars on the roster. Yeah. I said, man, the ACC is hard to figure out. Georgia Tech's undefeated. Miami's undefeated. Louisville's undefeated. And Virginia is not undefeated, but they're undefeated in the ACC. I've been impressed with Ty Simpson in this game so far. He's played a really good game. All right, let's see if Oregon can do something here. 2nd down and 3 at the 27. And play is called dead. There's a flag. This might be against Oregon. They might be about to row that boat. I think that's right. I think, oh yeah, Auburn was terrible in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be a false start against Oregon. They're rowing the boat. It's looking like we're about to get hit with this tropical storm on Monday, here where I live. Which, I'm not too worried about it. I just don't want to lose power. All right. Oregon's going to run it on 2nd down and 8. And he gets about 5. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. I don't know if it's just me, I can barely hear you. I don't know, everyone else seems to be able to hear me fine. I don't have a generator, no. What's up, Lordy? Raj is in the house. All I know is Kirby better eat that defense's ass. That sounded weird. Our D is like a hooker with no panties. Damn. Not making landfall as of last night, going back out to sea. That's not what I saw. What's up, Hatch? First down, Oregon. And of course, a commercial. Penn State looks awful. Well, it's still a tied game. So I'm in Charleston, so wish me luck. So am I. Well, I'm in Somerville, but you know where that's at. Possible flooding. I'm not in a flood zone, thank God, but downtown Charleston area and other parts of the greater Charleston area are prone to flooding. Where I'm at, I'm fine. So I'm not worried about flooding. I'm just worried about losing power more than anything. We actually need rain. It rained a little bit today, but we haven't had rain in like 3 weeks here. So we actually we could use the rain. I lived in Somerville, Dorchester County for a handful of years. I'm in Berkeley County, but I'm almost on the border of I'm right between Goose Creek and Monk's Corner. So I'm like in the corner of Somerville. Got in-laws in Somerville. My family is in Greer, so yeah. Yeah, I'm in Cane Bay, so this is like the most newly developed area of Somerville. I mean, I'm right on the line. I'm like a mile from Goose Creek and like 3 or 4 miles from Monk's Corner. A hooker with no panties ain't that routine. It sounds like it would be. Cane Bay is nice. Yeah, I like it out here. But we moved out here in 2017, and we were trying to get away from all the growth that was going on, and now it's just this bad over here. So, whatever. That's everywhere in the South, though. Finally rained, and my grass looks like Ireland. Huh. Greenville's just as bad. Greenville's growing just as fast as Charleston is. I like Greenville, though. If I was going to live anywhere in the state other than here, I would live there. What's up, Millis? Yeah, Colt community. Like your setup, Pete. Those chairs look comfortable. Yeah, I just put these chairs. Well, this chair was in here. We got a new living room set earlier or last summer, and I moved that chair up here from downstairs. I like this room though. I got a couple of TVs in here. Got my YouTube studio set up in here. This is my football room. I'd probably live more towards Clemson on the lake. That's my retirement plan. You know that Lake Kiwi where Dabo and them live? I'd like to retire up there. If I live that long. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 7. And Oregon's going to run. He's got room to run across the 40. Breaks the tackle inside the 30. Out of bounds around the 20. Uh-oh, Oregon might actually get it. We might actually see a touchdown in this game. It'll be a miracle. Yeah, Lou's fine. We were just texting with him. Yeah, his OBS crashed. He's fine, though. This is the thing. If Penn State's defense starts to get tired in the second half, then Oregon's going to start scoring. I don't know the other way around is going to happen. I haven't seen anything out of Penn State's offense that tells me they're going to score anything. So I'm inclined to believe right now that the advantage is in Oregon's favor. The best thing Penn State can hope for on this drive is to hold them to a field goal. They're down inside the 20 at the, 17-yard line. Hartwell is better. I like Hartwell too. I think Kiwi's a nicer lake. Hartwell's a lot bigger. I mean, Hartwell spans 2 states, Georgia and South Carolina. But Kiwi's just, I think it's a nicer lake. Plus, it's fed by the Duke power plant, so even in a drought situation, the water level always stays the same. It never drops. My brother used to have a house on Lake Kiwi. He sold it, though. What's up, Octavian? All right, here we go. 3rd down and 3. First down, Oregon. Inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. Penn State's in trouble. Hartwell is giant. Kiwi's small. It's only like 3 miles long and 1.5 miles wide or something. Like average. It's pretty small. But there's a lot of money out there. A lot of money out there. Here we go from the 9. And they're going to run it up the middle. Oh, they thought they got it. He fumbled it. Scoop and score. Penn State. Let's see if he was down. So the first effort, I thought he was down on the first effort. He got up and tried to run again, coughed the ball up. Penn State defender picked it up and ran it all the way back to Oregon's 40. This is going to be a replay on this. A definite replay on this. Did y'all see that? I got to see if he was down. What a play by Penn State's defense. If this stands, that was huge. Because Oregon was about to score. All right, anyway, back in Athens, 1st and 10, Alabama at the 39. And they're going to hand the ball off. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets 3 yards out of that. Lake Murray's where it's at. I like Lake Murray too. There's a lot of great lakes in South Carolina. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Columbia area, but I like Lake Murray. My audio is much lower. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Everyone's saying that the audio is fine. That's the reason I'm using this microphone, is because the other one was too low. There's a Lake Murray here in Oklahoma. Pete, your audio is fine. I'm not turning it up anymore. Look. I got my stream on my phone here. There's a Lake Murray here in Oklahoma. It sounds loud to me. I don't know. All right, second down. Second down and 6 for Alabama at the 45. Simpson hands the ball off, and he trips, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up. What's up, Roger Dodger? Oh, yeah, 3rd quarter. Thank you for reminding me of that. Bang. See how easy that was? Replace your flux capacitor. Yeah. Whenever I'm using this microphone here and I'm standing 10 feet away from it, I know the audio is low because if I go back and listen to the replay, I can hear it is low, which is why I got this. But when I listen to the replay with this, it sounds loud to me, so I don't know what to tell you. 2 miles from Lake Texoma. I don't know where that is. Somewhere in Oklahoma, I guess. All right. So Oregon, they overturned that fumble. It was not a fumble. So now it is second down and goal from the 8 for Oregon. 1st and 10 for Alabama. Short pass, touchdown Oregon. Touchdown, finally a touchdown. And good defense there by Georgia. Wow. What's up, Chad? Finally a touchdown in Happy Valley, the first one of the night. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Alabama from the 27-yard line of Georgia. And they're going to run the ball. Good defense there by the Dogs. He got maybe a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and long. And it's going to be 10-3 Ducks. I can't believe I keep buying into the Penn State hype. Yeah, that's why I bet on Oregon at plus 3.5. Because I didn't buy into the hype. And now Penn State's defense is starting to get tired, which means Oregon's probably going to score at least one more touchdown before the game's over. How can you be in a hostile country when every 3rd person is your second cousin? Damn. Well, y'all are brutal. 3rd and 11. Oh, no, it's going to be 4th down now. So Alabama's going to try a field goal here with 9:42 left in the 3rd. And this is going to be a 43-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is, oh, what the hell was, I could have kicked a better kick than that. Holy shit. Boy, in golf, he called that a shank. He shanked that thing. Holy hell. He almost kicked that thing into the left stands. Y'all see that? That's one of the worst kicks I've ever seen in any level of football. Good God. He must have hit that off his heel or something. Danny D-Rock says USA sucks at golf. Yeah. Yeah, United States is getting their ass kicked by Europe. But it's the only time in history that Europe's won anything against the United States. So there is that. Did you see the Kid Rock? Did you see that Kid Rock the field goal on game day? No, I didn't. Glad the U.S. players are getting, well, they're all getting paid. Are you talking about the Live Tour? Is that what you're talking about? Ohio State, Georgia's college football playoff was 10 times worse. I don't know if it was 10 times worse. It reminds me of the Peach Bowl a couple of years ago when Ohio State missed the kick at the end of the game. That one wasn't that bad. The Europeans are not being paid for the Ryder Cup. I don't know. Why would the Americans be getting paid for the Ryder Cup? Undefeated in wars against Europe. Yes. Well, we're 1-0 against England. I guess you could say if you add Germany into that, we're 2-0. But we had help. All right, let's see if Penn State can do anything here. I need to get my walking stick for this. Walking stick time. Alar throws it. Incomplete again. He throws every ball high, doesn't he? That's like the 5th ball in this game he's thrown over the receiver's head. The French helped us with England. That is true. That is true. But it was mostly us, though. And we helped the French. We got them back in World War II. Helped them back. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Alar dumps it off to the running back in the backfield. Hit immediately. No gain. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Drew, what's up, John? Drew Alar is not very good. No, he's not. Here's Neon Deion Sanders coming out the pregame against BYU. They're going to get blown out by BYU. Colorado's awful. 3rd down and 9. Alar back to pass. Almost intercepted, incomplete. They were all over his ass. He's seeing ghosts now. And Penn State's going to have to punt. 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter there. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 4 for Georgia. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 3rd. From the 31 or 32. And they're going to, they faked the reverse and it worked. Across the 40, across the 30, down to the 25-yard. That was a hell of a play call there. I even bought it. They faked the reverse. I was looking at the guy like he was running with it. Even the cameraman got fooled for a second. That worked. Big play there by Georgia. They needed that. Big run. All right, 1st and 10. Who's calling me? My sister's calling me. She should know I'm working right now. Another first down by Georgia. 11-yard run. Big run by Oregon on 1st and 10. First down, Oregon. Oregon's about to score again. This game's about to get out of hand. Oregon scores right here. I'm pretty sure it's probably over because Penn State's offense is so bad. All right, 1st and 10. And this time, Alabama's got an answer there. Maybe a gain of a yard. Well, Oregon's just moving the ball at will now. Penn State's defense held up for the first half, but now they're tired. They're just getting gashed. From the 41, 2nd down and 1, and 1st down Oregon. Colorado will be smoking a joint during the 3rd quarter. Well, according to Dion, it's the 2nd quarter. He said, they asked him, he said, can you tell us about the traditions that you've learned since you've been here at Colorado? He goes, well, I learned there was a tradition of them lighting up the weed in the 2nd quarter. That's a hell of a tradition. All right. 1st and 10, Oregon, and he gets maybe a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8. I don't know what they're reviewing there. I didn't see the call. I'm trying to watch 2 games at once here, so I didn't see what happened. I don't know if they're review. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, might be targeting. 2nd down and 8 for Oregon from the 50. Moore back to pass. He's got all day. He's going to take off with it. And he slides about 3 yards short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 3. They'll probably call that targeting. He did lower his head and spear, or whatever you call it, with the crown of his helmet. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter in Happy Valley. Oregon up by 7 and driving. Lord Tebow, thank you for supporting the show. Should Franklin get fired if they lose to Oregon and Ohio State? If not this year, he probably never will. This is the best team he's had. That's a tough one. I get the frustration with Franklin and all that. But what does he average? 10 wins a year? I mean, it'd be hard to fire him for that, but I see the frustration with Penn State fans. I get it. And the targeting was upheld. He's ejected. That was kind of a dumb move because he was already down, really. I mean, I don't know why he did that in the first place. It just wasn't a very good heads-up play. But anyway, he's disqualified. 1st and goal now for Georgia after the targeting penalty. From the 5. And they run it up. Oh, did he get in? It's going to be close. They're going to call him down at the 1. It was close. See, yeah, he was down before the goal line. 2nd and goal from like the 1 foot line. And he walks in. Wait, hold on. They call the play dead? That's kind of bullshit there. Prior to the snap, replay initiated. They got screwed. They got screwed on that one. He was definitely short. There's no reason to replay it, but yeah. I mean, the ball never. I mean, his whole body was down. The ball never made it over the threshold. So, yeah, pointless review is right. He was short, but they just got screwed out of a touchdown there because they were about to get a touchdown. Yeah, they didn't take long. So now it'll be back again from the 1 foot line. But now they got to. I wonder if they'll run the same play they just ran. Did they got the balls to run the same exact play, you think? Yeah, now they get to. Yeah, Georgia kind of got screwed on that one. These fucking replays on everything, man. It's annoying. I mean, the look where the ball's spotted. It's not even a foot. It's like 6 inches from the goal line. And they do run the same play, and he gets it. They ran the exact same play. Touchdown, Georgia. McCray would have not been denied. We got a game here, guys. It's going to be about to be a 3-point game. 3rd and 4 for Oregon. Oregon's about to score again, too, I think. (24-21) Alabama. Moore back to pass. He's got all day. Finally runs out to his right. Throws it down the sideline. Caught inside the 20. First down, Oregon. They're about to score again. That was a hell of a play by Moore. What a pass. What a pass. He couldn't have thrown that any better. And Oregon's going to hand the ball off and gets maybe 3 yards out of that. Yeah, 21-24. Here we go. If Oregon gets a touchdown here, I think it's over. "14 minutes left in the game in Happy Valley. But Penn State can't move the ball at all on offense. They need their defense to score a touchdown. That's what they need. They need a pick six or something. Good defense there. A loss of 2 yards. 3rd down now. They're in field goal range, though. Third and 10. This is a big 3rd down for Penn State. A touchdown here, definitely over. Moore. Scrambles. He's got room to run. 1st down. 1st and goal, Oregon. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, no, they're going to call him short? No, that's a bad spot. That's a really bad spot. He didn't slide. He dove forward. That's a bad spot. They're going to say short, though, 4th and 1. They're going for it. That's a long one, too. Looks more like 2. That's 2 yards, not 1. And Dan Lanning is contesting the spot, I think. They called a timeout. But that spot was bullshit. If you initiate a slide, then they mark it where you initiate the slide. But he didn't initiate a slide. He dove forward. That's different. He definitely got the 1st down there. The score of the Penn State game is 10-3, Oregon. Yeah, I think if Oregon scores here, it's done too. Penn State can't move the ball offensively at all. They need their defense to score a touchdown. That's the only thing that's the only chance they got. Alar looks awful. All right, back in Athens, we got 6.5 minutes left in the third, 24-21, Alabama's ball. Fourth and 1, his knee was down. Well, where they marked it, though, they had him 2 yards short. So even if he didn't get the first down, it's a lot closer than where they marked it. It said 4th and 1 on the screen, but if you looked at the actual first down marker and where they spotted it, it was like a yard and fucking 10, and you know, it was almost 2 yards. I think Clubfoot and Alar both regressed this season. Yeah. The difference is Alar has never really been impressive to me. Klubnik had a great year last year. I don't know what's going on with him. Well, he's got a bad offensive line, and, well, there's a lot going on there. But all right, here we go. 2nd down and 6 for Alabama. Simpson's going to be under center here. And he's going to hand the ball off. Tackled from that's a horse collar. That's going to be a flag every time. I don't see a, oh, there's the flag. Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Let's not get carried away about Clubfoot last season. I mean, last season he had 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and almost 4,000 yards passing. So, I mean, yeah, he had a great year last year. That's a great year by literally any quarterback in the country. That was a huge penalty. 4th down and 1. Oregon's going for it from the 7-yard line. Hand the ball off, up the middle. Oh, my God, he wouldn't even touch. Touchdown, Oregon. That game's over. There's no way Penn State's coming back from that. They would need some kind of miracle. All right, here we go. 2nd down now for Alabama. Second and 5. They're going to run the ball around the right side, and he's going to be just short, a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up for Alabama. And Oregon's just about to open this up here. 17-3 now. Yeah, Penn State's done. Penn State might not score a touchdown in this game. It's going to be like Syracuse against Duke. Oh, good defense there by the Dogs. They stopped them short on 3rd and 1. 4th down. This is huge. That was a hell of a stop. This is huge. All right. Here we go. 4th and 1. Ty Simpson under center. They're trying to draw him off sides, or are you actually going to run a play here? And they do run a play. What was that? Why didn't he just hand the ball off? What the fuck was that? What a dumb play call that was. Turn the ball over on downs. We got some life. Got some life in Georgia. That was huge. I don't know what that play call was. That was terrible. Yeah, you can go ahead and stick a fork in Penn State, I'm afraid. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Georgia's going to run it on 1st down, and they get maybe a yard. Alar throws it on 1st down, and he gets a completion. Oh, my God. What is that? 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 for Georgia at the 50-yard line. Stockton throws it deep. He's got a guy. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my God, he dropped it. That was a touchdown. That was a good pass, too. He fucking dropped it. Oh, my God. Look at this. Bro. That is brutal. That was brutal. Third down and 9. Short pass. Another drop. Almost intercepted on the tip. Wow. Who was that dropped that ball? Georgia has the dropsies. Yes. Piss poor. Yes. Uh-oh, Penn State got a 1st down. They said, hey, we're down, but we're not out. Down by 14 points. And Georgia has to punt. Fair catch called for by Alabama. Whoa, man, bro, what are you doing, man? You just dropped a touchdown pass to take the lead in the game at home. Alar throws it deep. He's got a guy. Touchdown, Penn State. Holy shit. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe it. Did y'all see that? He just threw a 35-yard touchdown. Y'all see that? Wow. Yeah, that was the best drive by far by Penn State tonight. That was a good pass. I don't think I've said that tonight. It might be the only good pass he's had. They made it a game now, though. It's going to be 17-10. There's still a lot of time left in this game. There's still 10 and a half minutes left in Happy Valley. We'll see what happens if Oregon can answer that. We have a game in Happy Valley. So you're saying there's a chance? I didn't think there was a chance. I mean, based on what I've seen all game, I didn't see any reason to believe that Penn State could even complete a 35-yard pass, but they just did. So you're saying there's a chance? All right, I gotta go pee real quick. I'm not taking my microphone with me this time, so I won't screw that up. All right. I made it back before the commercials were over. Nah, Penn State will not beat Ohio State. No, I don't think so either. I'd be shocked if they did. It's just going to hurt Penn State fans more when they lose? Probably. The worst thing you can give Penn State fans is hope. To be fair, the worst thing you can give any fan is hope. I don't know why Penn State doesn't show up on offense in big games, because they don't have an offense. Against good teams, anyway. That's been their problem for a while. I hope from SEC shorts at Penn State now. Glad we finally got rid of her at UGA. Hope? You talking about? Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. All right, here we go. First down and 10, Alabama at the 8. 3-point game. Ty Simpson back to pass at the goal line. Throws it deep. He's got a guy. Overthrows him. Georgia has to get a 3 and out. Kentucky just kicked a field goal 28-13 with 30 seconds left in the third. All right, here we go. Second down and 10 now from the 8. Empty back set. Simpson throws it, caught. Fumble! They're going to say incomplete. Who was that? Who was the receiver there? Was that Williams? Anyway, third down and 10. They say it was incomplete. If they're able to stop him here, that'll flip the field position, and Georgia will get great field position. Third and 10. Simpson throws it, incomplete, so they're going to have to punt. Penn State is Ohio State's little bro. Yeah, the momentum right now is definitely in Georgia's favor. All right, back in Happy Valley, second down, what's going to be third down now for Oregon. 7-point game, 9 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left in this one. The punt is up for Alabama. Good punt. Fair catch at the 45. Good field position for Georgia to start the drive out, though. Third down and 3 for Oregon at the 32. Empty back set for Moore. And he throws a short pass. Oh, I think it was caught, and it was caught. That's going to be a first down for the Ducks. That was huge. If Georgia takes the lead, the crowd is going to go insane. Yeah. That was not even a very good pass by Moore, but it was a hell of a catch by the receiver. He had to lay out for it. First and 10, Ducks. All right, first and 10, Georgia at the 46. Short pass caught. Breaks the tackle. And he gets maybe about 3 yards. All right, from the 48, second and 7. Stockton. He's going to take off with it. He's got room to run, and he slides. Still going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. Be 3rd and 4. Empty back set for Stockton. And he's going to run it. The quarterback design run, and he got it. Inside the 40. He's off to the races. Inside the 30. Down to the 27-yard line. Great play there by Stockton. 1st and 10 Dogs. Georgia has 200 yards rushing to Alabama's 93. That was a hell of a play there by Gunner. Where are we at here? 28. Gonna run it to the left side again. They keep running it to that side. They like what they see blocking wise over there. 2nd down. Keep running those edges and bust their ass down the middle of the field. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to throw the ball down the field now. I need Jamison Williams to get it. No, that's Alabama. Never mind. Got the wrong team. Second down and 5. They are going to take a shot here soon, though, I can tell. Run it right up the middle, dives, and he's going to be right on the 1st down marker. I think he got it. And Oregon's have to punt here. And what the hell is that? Terrible punt by Oregon. Oh my God, he punted that thing almost into the stands. 15 yards out of bounds. Terrible punt by Oregon. Wow, Penn State's got some life here, down by 7. They're about to get good field position. We got 2 good games going on right now. Yeah, Penn State's about to get the ball inside the 40 of Oregon. It's Mike Bobo's fault. The Pygmies are starving in New Guinea. Yeah, it's Mike Bobo's fault everything is happening. Anything you can think of that's wrong in the world is Mike Bobo's fault. This Domino's Pizza commercial is making me hungry. I know that. Boy, if Penn State can come back and tie this thing, that would be a crazy turn of events. I thought they were done for. Where am I at with my over-under bet? We're at 45. So what do I need? 8 more points? 9 more points. It's been a great day of football. Bring Bobo to... Yeah, I'd take Bobo over Garrett Riley for sure. NC State just lost to Virginia Tech. Good. Good. That's what they get. They deserve it. There's a chance for Penn State. It's all over for Clemson. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you on that. You're right. I don't think there's a chance for Penn State to win it all, though. I just don't believe their offense isn't good enough to go the long haul. I don't even think Penn State's going to win the Big Ten, let alone the national championship. It's Mike Bobo's fault. My walking stick is superior to Pete's walking. Well, put up or shut up. Let's see your walking stick then. What'd you do? Buy your walking stick from some gift shop somewhere? I whittled this with my own 2 hands out of a tree. Okay? Fuck your walking stick. Brian Kelly lost, and now Nancy State loses a good today. When did I become a member? Someone must have gifted me. Thanks, whoever. I don't know. I think that might have been on last week's stream. Somebody gifted it to you. Clemson isn't good at anything. Soft defense, no offense. Penn State needs to change offensive philosophy. All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10, incomplete for Penn State on first down. Intended for the tight end. It's the fourth quarter now? I think it is. I think it's the fourth quarter. And they're going to try to run it on 2nd down and 10 and go nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and long for Penn State. Still a lot of time left, but they really need a touchdown, not a field goal. We have good long snapper and punter, which the punter gets a lot of practice because we punt a lot. So got an injured Oregon defender down, but it will be 3rd down and 9 for Penn State. They got such great field position to start this drive too. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, the beginning of the fourth quarter. Georgia. Good run there. Got 7 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Georgia's running the ball great in this game. Check my text messages. Damn, Pete, are you the natural? The natural what? 2nd down and 3. I'll check my text message in a second. All that smoke from the fourth quarter celebration there. And good defense there by Alabama, no gain. Man, that looks like, man, what are you doing? You trying to say that's a better walking stick than mine? That shit looks like some old rotten branch off a willow tree. Yours is natural. Yeah, I made mine. That's the difference. You picked up a stick in the woods. I made one. How about that? 3rd and 3. And Stockton's going to keep it, and he goes down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Uh-oh. Fourth down and 1. They're lining up like they're going for it, and they are. Oh, no! Turnover on downs by Georgia. A loss of 2 yards on the play. Wow. Wow. Boy, he just tripped over his own shoelaces. Wow. He learned that from Cade Klubnik. Yeah, they look like Cade Klubnik out there. I don't really like that play call. Right? That looks like Clemson play calling. I mean, you're running it right down Alabama's throat. Why don't you just run it between the tackles and get the yard? Why you got to do some bullshit like that? Behind the line of scrimmage, running sideways shit. 1st and 10 Alabama, and they're going to go nowhere. So now they're trading going nowhere plays. Boy, they got more trust in Georgia's defense than I do. I just don't understand. These coaches outthink themselves. Like you're running the ball effectively. Give it to your running back and run it up the middle. If you can't get a yard, you don't get the yard. But don't be doing this sideways running shit behind the line of scrimmage. Woo, almost a big play there. Incomplete, though. 3rd and 9. That would have been a crazy catch. Stop blaming Bobo. He just calls the game. Yeah, it was a terrible call. That's what it was. A terrible call. 3rd down and 8 now for Alabama. "12 minutes and 46 seconds left. And meanwhile, Penn State's got a 3rd and 2. Simpson throws it to the left sideline, caught for a 1st down. There we go. There's my man. There's Williams. I need him to get 63 yards. He just got about, 10 there. Well, he got rocked, too, after he caught the ball. Got hit right in the mouth. He's only got 41 yards. I need about 23 more yards out of him. 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off, run to the right side, cuts it inside, gets 2. That looks like an endangered Carolina scrub pine. Wait, you talking about this? No, this is maple. This is maple. Silver maple. I didn't even get it into South Carolina. I got this from Virginia, up in the mountains. It was a branch until I shaved it down. And then put lacquer on it. 2nd down and 8. Simpson back to pass. Throws it, caught to the 45-yard line by Horton. 1st down, Alabama. That was huge. Huge. Huge.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Cutting down trees across state lines. No, the tree had already fallen down. I just cut the branch off of it. 1st and 10. Simpson, play action pass, rolls out to his right. Caught by the tight end, another 1st down inside the 45 at the 44. Meanwhile, back in Happy Valley, excuse me, there's 4 minutes left. Flag down on the play. Penn State's got the ball. See what this flag is. False start against Penn State. First down, Bammer. First down, Bammer. Inside of 10 minutes now. And this is going to be a false start against Alabama. Rowing the boat. Penn State runs it for 4 yards. On 2nd and 12, it's going to be 3rd and about 8. All right, here we go. 1st and 15. This game's exciting. 3rd and 7 for Penn State. First and 15, Alabama from the 48. Simpson back to pass. Pass rush. Throws it, caught, but only got about 3 yards. And he's 2nd and 12. Great play by Penn State on 3rd and 7, but they're going to be short. Got 6. What are they going to do? They're down 7. They got to go for it. Inside of 3 minutes. They got to go for it on 4th and 1. We got about a 4-yard gain there for Alabama. It's going to be 3rd down for Alabama. And Penn State calls a timeout on 4th and 1. This is the game here for Penn State. They got to get a first down here. I mean, it's not over, but for all intents and purposes, if they don't get a first down here, it probably is over. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7 for Alabama from the 40. Simpson, back to pass. He's got all day, throws it. No flag there? Incomplete. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag there. That looked like interference to me. I got to see the replay of that. That's questionable. He was kind of draped all over him, but I don't know. It was close. All right, here, 4th and 1 for Penn State, and Alabama's got a punt here on 4th and 7, and they do. This is the game for Penn State here. At the 20, Alar's going to keep it, and he got it. He got 2 yards on 4th and 1, so it's going to be first down Penn State inside the 20. Two close games here. We thought these were going to be the best games of the day, and they are so far. Well, I don't know. That Georgia Tech game was pretty good. Went to overtime. All right, 1st and 10, Penn State from the 19. 2 minutes left. Alar dumps it off to the running back in the backfield. He's going to try to make a move. He does make a move, and he gets about. Oh, they're still pushing him forward. They're still pushing him forward. Holy shit! He got about 8 or 9 out of that. I'm surprised they didn't blow that play call dead sooner. Who in the chat would have tied the game up instead of turning the ball over? Tied up. Let's go. There you go. There you go. Cheers, everybody. You got commercials on both TVs now. But some great games tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me and all that good stuff, supporting the channel. It's been a lot of fun. First down, Penn State, again on tush push after the pass. I don't think he got the first down, did he? I think he's about a yard short. He's a yard or two short. But it's going to be 2nd and short. Squan Man's in the house. Bye week 28, Clemson 0. I've seen a lot of those jokes today. Dumbest decision of all time by Kirby. Come on, man. Yeah. Something tells me we're going to see a crazy ending here. In both these games. But I have a feeling about the Georgia game. Something tells me it's going to be a really crazy ending. Colorado's up 14-0. That's surprising. That's really surprising. All right, here we go. First down, Georgia. 8 minutes left. Down by Shree from the 5. Good run on first down, and he gets 9. I don't know. He might have gotten the first down. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like they're going to give him the first down. 10-yard gain there, first down, Georgia. At least they got him out of the trouble there on the 5-yard line. All right, here we go back in Penn State. 2nd down and 3, inside of 2 minutes. Down by 7 at home. Drew Alar under center. Gonna hand the ball off, and oh, he pushes his way forward. I think he got it. I think he got the first down. I missed what happened over here with Georgia. Flag down on the play, though. Boy, Penn State's not giving up. I'll give them that much. They're putting up a fight here at the end to come back. Third and inches for Penn State. Alar under center. Gives it to the running back. Breaks the tackle, gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, Penn State. Inside of a minute left. A touchdown and an extra point would tie it. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion would win it. All right, here we go. And Stockton throws it. I don't even know what that. 2nd down and 18. And he gets maybe 8. It's going to be probably 3rd and 10. 7 minutes left in Georgia. All right, here we go. 1st and goal, Penn State. Oh, a little trick play, touchdown. Nittany, holy shit, I can't believe they came back to tie this game up in Happy Valley. Wow. I thought they were done. Touchdown, Penn State. 2nd down and 9. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up for Georgia. I missed what was going on. I was watching the Penn State play. I didn't even see what happened over here. But anyway, it's 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. And the extra point's good. So it's tied at Penn State 17. Going to overtime probably. 30 seconds left in that game. Stockton on 3rd and 11. Back to pass. Throws it. Caught! First down, Dogs. What a throw and catch. Into coverage. That was clutch right there. That was absolutely clutch. What? Triple coverage. Look at this. 3 guys around him. Branch with the catch. On a rope. From the 36. Stockton throws it out in the flat. Caught. Makes a couple guys miss across the 40-yard line. All right, he got about 5 or 6 yards there. Oh, man. We're going to get a crazy ending in both these games. Let's see if Oregon can get a good return, but they might kick a touchback here. No. Why'd you call a fair catch? Bro, what are you doing? There was nobody around you, and you fair caught it at the 2-yard line. What the hell was that? That was off. That was terrible. There wasn't anybody. He could have returned that at least 30 yards. All right, 1st and 10, Georgia at the 48. Fighting for yardage, he gets nothing. All right, from the 25-yard line. He could have ran it better than that. And Oregon's going to go maybe about 3 yards, 24 seconds left. Oregon's got 2 timeouts. Will they use them? Or are they going to let this thing go to overtime? They're hurrying up here, back to the huddle. They're going to run another play here. Moore throws it down the left sideline, incomplete. 10 seconds left. 2nd down and 9, Stockton throws it into the ground, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 9, 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. This is getting crazy over here in Georgia, too. Wow. And 3rd down and 9. From the 49. Stockton, low snap, dumps it off in the flat. Oh, man, no good. Oh, God, he just got his bell rung. He just got rocked, son. Flag down. That's going to be a personal foul against Alabama, isn't it? Oh, it's an illegal shift against Georgia. Oh, that is brutal. That is brutal. Kirby's pissed. And Georgia's punting with 3.5 minutes left. Fair catch called for at the 12. Alabama ball with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Georgia down by 3 at home. They need a 3 and out. Otherwise, it's definitely over. 4 seconds left here in Happy Valley. Oregon's got the ball on their own 28. And Moore just throws up a Hail Mary for no reason out of bounds. So Oregon and Penn State go into overtime. Should be pissed at himself for not taking the points earlier. Yeah. Illegal shift, not illegal shift. What? Georgia really should have kicked the field goal when they had the chance. Yes, they should have. They need a miracle now. I mean, they need either a turnover here or a 3 and out and some sort of miracle to come down here and tie it at the end. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's your problem? What's your problem? What? What are you doing? Crazy games. Georgia has 3 timeouts and plenty of time. Yeah, but not if they get a couple first downs, they don't. They don't have plenty of time then. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Miracle fumble? Yeah, that's what you need is a miracle. All right, overtime's beginning here in Penn State. Dan Lanning's first overtime as a head coach? That's unbelievable. The over in jeopardy. Well, the key, you keep saying that, yeah, but the key is they got to stop Alabama. I mean, there is plenty of time left. They got to stop them, though. What are you doing? Knocking shit over. Damn. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Bama. And they hand the ball off. Good run there. Good for 7 yards. Can be 2nd down and 3. Let me come over and watch the game, Brody. I live in Pendleton. Come on, bro. Come on over. You're a couple hours away, though. By the time you get here, the game will be over. Moore's jersey has grass stains. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone's jersey's got grass stains at this point. 2nd down and 3. And another timeout. Ty Simpson calls a timeout. So that's going to be Alabama's first timeout of the half. 2.5 minutes left in the game there. Yeah, go Tigers. All right, overtime is beginning in Penn State. And Penn State's going to get the ball first here. Ball at the 25-yard line. And they're going to do a little end-around run there. Good for 5 yards. Riz says UGA is not winning this game. Yeah, they need a lot to happen to win it. Is James going to get this big win tonight? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm surprised they're even in overtime. But they've got the momentum right now, so maybe. Maybe. From the 20. Going to hand the ball off. Oh, my God, they're about to get a touchdown. Down at the 4. 1st and goal. Penn State coming up from the 4-yard line. This would be, I mean, if Penn State wins this game, that'd be just an amazing comeback. Because they had no offense for the first 3 quarters at all. And Alar looked lost. First and goal from the, what is this, the 4? Yeah, from the 4. Touchdown, Penn State. So, Oregon needs a touchdown to take it to second overtime. That looked really easy. Was it 2 plays? Crazy. If Oregon, of course, if it goes to double overtime, if Oregon does get a touchdown, then they have to go for a 2-point conversion if they score in the second overtime. And it is good. So a 7-point lead by Penn State. That was easy. 2 plays, 25 yards and 2 plays. Let's see, Heisman candidate here, Moore, for Oregon State. If he can somehow find a way to win this thing in overtime, down 7 points in the first overtime, then that'll solidify him as a Heisman guy. 2nd down and 3. Alabama runs it. Oh, let's see where they spot it. He might be a little bit short. He's going to be about a half a yard short, I think. It's going to be 3rd and 1. All right, here we go. Oregon from the 25. And they are going to run it. Breaks a couple tackles, gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Georgia just calls a timeout on 3rd and 1 for Alabama. Why is Georgia calling a timeout? Yeah. 2nd down and 7. Oregon. In overtime from the 22. Moore with the empty back set. Rolls out to his right. Throws it. Caught. 1st down, Ducks. What a play. What a throw that was by Moore right there. Between 2 defenders. He just threaded the needle there. 3rd down and 1, Alabama. Ty Simpson with the quarterback keeper. You got people jumping all over the fucking place. I think he got it. There's a flag. There's flags everywhere. Moore. Oh, fumble! But he got back on top of what a heads-up play by Moore. They fumbled it on the handoff, but Moore jumped on it. Boy, that was almost a disaster. That would have been the end of the game right there. Whoa, that was terrible. What's this flag here in Georgia? Personal foul against Georgia. Wow. It's going to be 3rd down now for Oregon. Oh my God. Moore just got his fucking head taken off. 3rd down and 8 for Oregon. From the 12. Empty back set. Moore back to pass. Throws it. Caught over the middle. Hit. It's going to be a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Ducks. 1st and 10, Alabama. 4th and 1 for the Ducks. This is it right here. 1 yard or a touchdown. They got to have one of those 2 things, otherwise the game's over. Only need a yard. And what are they doing? Calling a timeout? Review. Review on what? Targeting. This is about to be targeting. That's definitely targeting. I mean, by the letter of the law, it definitely was. Boy, right? He got hit right. And look at, you see his face? I mean, I'm not laughing. But do you look at his face, the close-up of his face when he gets hit? Well, that's definitely helmet to helmet. There ain't no doubt about that. He got hit right in the damn forehead. Look at Dan Lanning. Well, like that. Holy shit. That's definitely targeting it by the rule. There's no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that. What was the call? Targeting, 1st down, Oregon? No, they said no targeting? What? Did they say no? You got to be shitting me. That's crazy. That's crazy. 4th and 1. If that's not targeting, I don't know what targeting is. I mean, seriously. Here we go, 4th and 1. Ball is snapped. Gonna keep it. First down. This game won't end. Anglo Zombie says that's like the 5th reversal I've seen today on targeting. Yeah, nobody knows what targeting is. Everyone pretends like they do know, but nobody knows. That's just all there is to it. It just depends on the game and the refs. Sometimes the guy in the box will disagree with what the people on the field say. Like the rules analysts will be like, "Oh, this is definitely targeting, Bob," and then they'll overturn it. They don't even fucking know what it is. It's the dumbest rule ever. 1st and goal from the 2. Pitch it. Oh, touchdown, Oregon! Holy shit, what a play. I thought they were about to turn the ball over there. That was a very dangerous pitch pass. Forward pitch pass there. I thought for sure that was about to be turned over. As soon as his arm let that ball go, I was like, uh-oh, game over. He got it, though. We're about to go to second overtime if they get the extra point here. It's up to whatever BS they want to call that day. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, back in Georgia. Let me see if he gets the extra point here first. And he does. Second overtime. 1st and 10, Alabama. 2 minutes left. Big run up the middle. Oh, good shoestring tackle there across the 43. 2nd down, Alabama. That was impressive by Oregon to will that touchdown there on 4th down. What a crazy game this has been in Happy Valley. 24-24. Somehow there's more points scored in that game now than there is in this one, when nobody was scoring for the majority of the first 3 quarters of the game in Penn State. 2nd down and 4. Alabama. Alabama. 1 minute and 55 seconds left. What's up, Ferris? And they're going to hand the ball off. Good defense there by Georgia. A loss of 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. 1 minute and 50 left. And Georgia calls their final timeout. All right, second overtime now. So now if you get a touchdown, you have to go for 2 points here. No more extra points. And I believe Oregon's going to get the ball first right here. They switch. Yeah, Oregon's got the ball first. So many overtimes today, or this week. We had a double overtime last night in Virginia, and overtime in the Georgia Tech game today. Overtime here. Moore dances around, throws it, caught inside the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Oregon on the very first fucking play. Holy shit. Touchdown Ducks on the first play of double overtime. Wow. Wow. That was awesome. All right, 3rd down and 5. Alabama. Georgia's out of timeouts now. Ty Simpson rolls around to his right, dumps it off, 1st down inside the 50-yard line for Alabama. That was devastating. That's it, I think. That's game, isn't it? That's game, isn't it? Georgia can't stop the clock now. That's it. That's game over. That's it. That's game over. Georgia can't stop the clock. 1.5 minutes left. Oh, no! A pick! Somebody get this motherfucker, otherwise... Okay. Oh, fumble! So, anyway, 2-point conversion, no good. So, it's a 6-point lead by Oregon. Game over. Alabama wins. I didn't hit my over. What a game. What a game. Yeah, Georgia loses. Overtime, Houston versus Oregon State game last night. Yeah, a bunch of overtime games. Georgia loses again to Alabama. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's it. Oh, Oregon wins! Game over! Ducks win! Ducks win. I win my bet too. I had that was one of my bigger bets of the day. Oregon wins. I had Oregon plus 3.5, and I won a considerable amount of money on that one. Actually, outside of I made this over bet on the Georgia game before, it's when the stream started just for fun. But I'm 5-1 on my bets today. 5-1 on my bets. So I killed it today as far as betting goes. What a crazy couple of games, man. What a crazy couple of games. Who would have thought an hour ago that the Oregon and Penn State game would have even gone to overtime, let alone scored more points than what we saw in Georgia and Alabama? Because the Georgia and Alabama were a score fest for a while, and there wasn't many points at all scored in the second half at all in Athens. Dan Lanning coked out. No, he's just jacked up, man. He's high on adrenaline. What a game that was. It was a snooze fest for 3 quarters. That fourth quarter was unbelievable in Penn State. Unbelievable. Did I win my bet? I won a bunch of them today. The only one I lost was I took the over on the Alabama and Georgia. It was under. Imagine picking Penn State to win a big game. Yeah, no kidding. But wow, what a crazy game. What a crazy game. Will Penn State ever get over the hump? I don't know, man. James Franklin's got that. Poor James Franklin's got he's got the tag now. Can't win it big. He's got the Brian Kelly tag going on him now. I don't think Penn State will ever get until they get rid of Franklin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but wow. All right, guys, I'm wore out, so I'm going to get off of here. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Great games tonight, man. Great games tonight. So congratulations if your team's won, and sorry about your luck if your team's lost. I don't know what to say. Clemson didn't play this week, so it was fun to just sit back and watch stuff happen without having to worry about anything. But anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday.